Yo, what's up? I mean, clearly no one's on yet, but still. Alrighty. What's up? Yo, what's up? I mean, clearly no one's on yet, but still. I got 2 people watching. Alrighty. No one should have this link. Alright, if you're watching this, head down to the chat, because I don't know how on earth you're watching this. How on earth can you see this video? What the heck? No one should have this link. What the heck? Head down to the chat, because I don't know how on earth you're watching this. How are there 2 likes on this video? Can you see this video? What the heck? That makes no freaking sense. Alright, well, what's up to whoever you are? Alright. Got that pinned. That is at 7:20. We are on in 5 minutes. That's better. Video starts in 6 minutes. Don't need that. Yo, 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 it's freaking up, man. Hello, freaking Loyo. We are live. Holy crap. Alright, so we're just going to wait about 5 minutes or so to wait for some more people to get here. And then once more people get here, we're going to just freaking get this thing rolling because I am way too excited to not get this thing rolling. For real. I'm so excited to do this, y'all. So once we get some more people here, and I'll cut this. Yeah, we'll get this all set. Sorry for the delay. I literally had to restart my computer. This is for anyone who's on. Computer's being stupid, but we're not going to talk about that. Why is this unlisted? Let's make this thing public. Let's go. Change is saved. Let's freaking go, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get a party going on. This thing ain't unlisted no more. Where's the party at? We are freaking live. Now it's sloppy, we're not going to talk about that. So, here's what's happening. When some people get here, we're going to wait about 5 minutes until about 8:40 or so, and then I'll cut this off at the end of it. Right, how do we have a second like on this video? This thing has been up for like 2 seconds. Nobody else has been here. Heck, nobody else is here. How on earth do we have a second like? That don't make no sense. Alright, let's see here. Once people get here, and I'll know that by people being in the chat below, and I'll be interacting with you guys the whole time, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll be talking with you guys can talk with me. We'll act like a bunch of idiots and it'll be great. Yeah, but we're going over our top 100 decks, so this actually isn't one of them. I mean, technically it is, because the other avocados are there. But this is just the first ones, so. I can't believe nobody's in the chat already. There we go. What's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going, how's it going? I see somebody else is here. Well, what's up, Stu? Yeah, so we're going to be waiting like another 5 or so minutes. So after about 5 minutes or so, we'll actually start getting like the top 100 thing rolling. But like I need to mute that. That's going to drive me crazy. There were just some technical difficulties earlier. No, that's cool. No, that makes complete sense. Nah, I totally get that. Believe me. College had been kicking my butt too, so I understand time management, and yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that, dude. Kids do not need to come my way quite yet. I'm happy for you. No problems with that. Glad you can pick your kids up from school, but for me, no, ain't no way in the world. I am not cut out to be a parent at this point in my life. I am 20 years old. Actually, literally. Today's my birthday. So, fun fact of the day. Yeah, today's my birthday. So, just turned 20 on the 20th. Yeah, so, golden birthday. Just like, woke up at freaking 8 in the morning for this. Like, yeah, I literally haven't seen another soul on my birthday. It's just been this. It's fantastic. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, loving this collection. Taking me, how long has it been since I started collecting? Holy crap. Gosh, I mean, technically it started about I started Magic about 7 years ago. I think I only started collecting about 2 though. Yeah, I think I only started about 2 years ago. Yeah, so I have these 100 and technically 2. These are just some more that are just down there on my shelf. Because I need more of these shelves. If you guys know more places to get these, because this is just a cassette holder, like for little cassette tapes. Used to have a ton of those, but then I found out you could use those for playing cards. So got one of these at a garage sale for $5, spray painted in black, and there we go. Actually, we're gonna talk about this shelf a little bit as well because it does this. And now that I know it's a little bit weird, but we're gonna get into that in a second. You know what? Let's just start this thing off. People aren't here; they should be here. All right. $10 to a penny. Holy crap! Bro started cardistry 1 week before. How much time can it take, according to you, to master cardistry? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, this is gonna be the last thing before I actually head into the top 100. But I don't think mastering cardistry is possible. I do think you can become a fantastic cardist. I'm putting in. Oh gosh, I mean, I just have a deck of cards on me at all times. So it really just depends on how much you are just handling deck cards. So people like freak out if I don't have a deck of cards on me, or at least one deck of cards on me. And then honestly, you just have to be trying to learn new things all the time and work on that muscle memory. So I probably put in at least 20 some hours, 25 hours a week, simply because even though I'm doing other things, like I'm in class, I'm driving, well, not driving, like in the passenger seat, like going different places like that, always just working on slides. Alright, we're gonna start on this top 100 decks. So this is so freaking fun. I've been waiting to do this for literally like 2 years now, so I decided to wait till my birthday to do it. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving away these 2 decks right here. So we have the Obique playing cards and the Z deck. So literally, you'll find out a little bit where they rank, because this isn't quite right. Like, it's not just like 1 through 25, like 1 through 20, right? This has a little bit of a different order, so I'll show you guys why that is in a second. And you know what, let me just explain that really quick. So let's move this up here because it's just more visual appealing, because I'm a dork like that. The way this works and the way this is set up is like this. So from the red bikes, these 3, and then these 3 rows, these are all 10% off if you go to the description. So I set this up in a way that you guys could always know which ones you guys can save money on. And then from anything below the red bikes and this line, they're not 10% off, but they're still fantastic cards. Alright, so obviously because I said that, we're going to have to go with number 100, the red bikes. So seriously, still a fantastic deck. Have no problems with it. But at the end of the day, I really don't need to show you a ton about this deck. And it's just a deck of red bikes. So at the end of the day, you know what you're getting into. Yeah, that's really it. And right after that being the black bikes. So let's go to 98. Now, I don't really understand the hype of this deck. It really doesn't make a ton of sense, truth be told. It's the unicorn playing card. These things like went crazy for a little bit, about a couple of years ago, I believe. These things were all the freaking raised. I mean, granted, there were some of them that were gilded. Like, I believe there was 20 of them that were randomly gilded. But I just, like, here's the back design. I don't see it. Really, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, if you guys understand why, like, I don't feel like the tuck box is overly crazy. The number cards have just been recolored. There's a double backer. The Ace of Spades is just like a normal, like when bikes do some other cards. It just doesn't seem like it's all that crazy. It really doesn't. So it didn't just make a lot of sense to me on why this was like so crazy. Also, do you guys have any questions at any point in time, or you just want to say something? I'll be talking to you guys down in the chat the whole time, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Up next, just got this one a little bit ago from my parentes. We have the Bicycle Architectural Wonders of the World. So this coming in at number 97. Now this deck surprised the crap out of me. One, the whole inside is all done with a bunch of stuff. So it's really intricate for a bicycle deck, which really is just kind of weird. But honestly, I'm really digging this deck, and like you'll see why. So the back design, it was okay, right? I don't have anything against the back design, but it was just another back design, right? So like it just felt normal, right? But the cool thing about this deck is every single one of these cards is a different wonder of the world. So like right there you saw Big Ben, like you find like everything. It's so cool, like the way they did it, and behind it, everything is going to look like a blueprint, right? So you're seeing blueprints on all these decks of all these things. It just, the concept is really cool, and I honestly think that Bicycle executed this well. And for most times when bikes are trying to come out with other decks, I can't really say they do the best job with it. Yeah, but number 97 right there. So at number 96, we have the Malum playing cards. Hey, what's up, Michael? For you guys, this guy's the GOAT right here. Michael is the GOAT. Yeah, so right here's the Malum playing cards. These are actually rather expensive for a comparison of where they used to be. I believe they're 25 bucks now. These are 10% off, like as I said before, that everything on this right side is. But Malum playing cards, and honestly, I really like the deck. I don't have anything like technically wrong with it. I just didn't really see why it should be 25 bucks. Do I think it's a cool deck? Yeah, I do think it's a cool deck, but like, and the core cards they're definitely cool. Like, it's definitely more cultural and more of a collector's deck than anything else. And although I do like collector's decks, it's just not really quite my type of cards. So although I like them, Malum playing cards, 96 right here. I mean, oh, that's 95. Goodness, I can't count. Who else we got here? I'm glad you can be here, Jason. Oh my word, that is ridiculous. Glad I can be a good time passer for you. All right, Bicycle Dragon playing cards number 94. I'm gonna start losing count at some point, so if I mess this up, you guys can just correct me, because we both know your boy's gonna lose it at some point. So I actually really like this deck, surprisingly, although it wasn't the back design I was expecting it to be. So that's the back design in comparison to the tuck box. So I was hoping that it was going to be a little bit more like the tuck box, but having a completely blue back was like the most surprising part about it. I expected there to be like still a white border, like the border's even blue. So like it was kind of surprising. Now, do I think they did a good job on it? And like the court cards are kind of nifty, even just like with the way they colored it. Like it was just, it's just a unique take on it. Now, I think they could have done some more with it. I wish they would have incorporated more like actual dragon stuff. But like at the end of the day, still a super dope deck. Still love it, and that's why it's at number 95, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 94. Goodness, I told you guys I'd be losing my mind. 94. Let's go to 93. You want these or these? Let's go with these. So, yeah. Number 93. What we got here now? Fourth Light. Glad you could be a part of top 10 at least. Cordless and PS4. Dude, you guys gotta come up with some names that I can freaking pronounce. Cordius Span 2 PS4. That thing is freaking long. So, man, I'm so ADD today. I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time. Seriously, this guy is ADD off the walls. I mean, it's my birthday and I woke up at 7:30. That has never happened before in my life. Oh, of course not. Of course not. No flourishes here. I hate flourishes. Hate cardistry. That's a freaking lie. You guys quote me on that, I'm gonna be mad at you guys. Yeah, so this is definitely one you could work on some flourishes with, because I love borderless decks. I don't know if you guys know this, depending on how long you've been here. I am a borderless deck freak. I know a lot of people are here and they're like, well, I want a border deck. This makes it better. I like borderless decks. I have nothing against them. I just think borderless decks look cooler when you're doing slights, when you're doing cardistry, the whole works. They're like, well, packet cuts look better with borders. I'm just like, I don't agree with you. I don't think it's bad to have borders. I'm fine if you have your own opinion. That doesn't bother me. But personally, I like borderless decks. So, Bicycle Stargazers, super cool deck, and when you do just about anything with this deck, it's going to look freaking awesome. So like, let's just say we're gonna do Under Pressure. Like it just looks great. Now, the problem I did have with this deck, now I don't think I would have changed it, but it's just hard to come back from this when you have black faces. So whenever you're doing slides with them, it just, it just makes it feel a little bit, I just know that in my head I'm going to end up densing up this deck, and you're going to see it on the sides and on the faces because it is a black face. Now, do I think that the way they did them all was really cool? Yes, I think that like it looks really dope. It looks really dope. Oh, that's dope. First bicycle deck you purchased. Whoa, I skipped one. Whoa, I'm over here skipping cards. I'm over here skipping them. We're not going to talk about that. Huh. Shh. Let's get back on track. I told you guys I was ADD this morning. Also, what time is it where you guys live? I mean, it's, what time? At 8:50 here? This deck, I was, again, just expecting to be more Moonshine playing cards. I actually really like this deck. Really like this deck. I used to watch the show, I don't know if you guys ever watched this, it was called Moonshiners. Like, it was conceptually really cool to see how they thought about it, coming from a psychology major. To see how they thought about life and the things that they could do and get away with and how they'd go about it, how they created everything. I used to really like that show. Don't really have time for TV as much right now. And I think I'd still really like this deck. Now, the symbol in the center is for Enigma Playing Cards, the company who produced this deck, and basically the faces are all mostly just standard. So I do like that. So I definitely think you could work with this deck if you're going to try to go out and do Magic. But the problem is this border is freaking massive. This is one of the most massive borders I have in my entire collection. This thing is so freaking thick that it's like, I don't even know what to do at this point with this deck. Like, do I think it's super cool? And I like having decks about different things. So, like, I have one called the Gentleman's Playing Cards, which I'll get to later. So the night that we had a 1920s night at my college, I made to dress up in that, right, because like I'm going to dress up for 1920s and have to have a 1920 theme deck. So I like having different themed decks depending on what I'm doing, which is why this is coming soon. I mean, it's not going to have this logo, not the first one at least. Yeah, so I just like having different themed decks. So the fact that I have Moonshine, this one right here, Kelly Gang, super, super cool. Again, not what I expected from colorway. So I expected this to be the way it was, because once I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a pretty dope design, right? But the problem is when you go from from the blue and gold, and you get blue and orange. What the crap? I'm just like, y'all were killing it so well, and then you go from blue and orange. Oh my word. Yeah, it is kind of massive. I'm not gonna lie. And it's only going to get worse because Christmas is going to come and then you guys are going to see an unboxing on all that stuff. Grandma hooks me up. I love Grandma. Yeah, so court cards are also a little bit funny in this deck, just the way they kind of shaped everything. Like, let's just go with this one. Like, this is a style. It's a little bit funky. Now, do I like it? Yeah, I like a little bit of funky. It's just not quite what I expected. Alright, how many are we down now? Alright, let's just start turning them this way. 1, 2, 3. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. At number 91, we have the Marvin playing cards. Now, this is a deck that is actually coming up the first Wednesday of December. So you guys are going to be able to see this review really soon. So I'll give you guys a quick sneak peek because you guys are here during the live stream. I have no idea what half of you guys are saying. If you guys want me to respond to stuff, I don't speak any other languages but English. And I kind of speak Arabic because I took that for a couple years. Because my mom her parents are missionaries and she was born in Jordan. But besides that, that's about it. So, yeah, it's like, even at the end of the live stream, I just go like, Masalama. Like, I do know a little bit. But, back design, still super dope. And it is one way, so like with that little centerpiece, the same way that Kier Gomes did his slow hands deck, which is really fun. Hey, what's up? How's it going? So I do like these court cards, but the way they colored it, again, just kind of funky. So I like all this, but like, why is there orange? This is Marvin playing cards, right? I just didn't expect the orange to really be as prominent in this deck. I expected a lot of greens and a lot of blues, like a lot more underwater stuff. But it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, do I think this stuff, some of this is really cool, like the way they did some of their courts. So they're taking like standard bicycle stuff and changing it and making it more from the Marvin species. But then there were a couple of them in here. Let me see if I can find one. That just had yeah, here it is. They just had a straight on view of the fish or the Marvin. So his head is like freaking flat. I was dead. I was like, what on earth is happening? Like, why on earth it's just like, I just thought it was hilarious. You guys are going to see that review though on the first Wednesday. Alright, at number 90, what are we going to go with? What are we going to go with? We're going to go with this one right here. We got the Imperio playing cards at number 90. Which part was crazy? Michael, I've said too much. You gotta let me know which part was crazy. Well, apparently my video's a little bit behind. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, so Imperial playing cards, honestly, this deck is just gorgeous. So, like, just the way that they did this deck, I honestly, I think most of the time I prefer tuck boxes over the cards themselves, which is also just kind of odd. Yeah, definitely. And yes, I am doing a giveaway at the end of this video. That is happening. You don't have to worry. So I'm giving away 2 decks at the end of the video. So as long as you stay till the end, I'll explain everything. And you guys can win my 2 favorite decks in the entire collection that I have. Yeah, honestly though, this deck, it handles well. And this back design is just gorgeous. Now, the only reason, like, there was just a couple of reasons that I didn't put this higher. One being that the border is, like, slightly off. Now, again, it's not their fault. That's just a printing issue. But another thing was that the way they did the number cards and the way that they colored them. So the one is gold and the other 2 are burgundy. So I just thought, and then, like, you always have some gold and some black, or some gold and some burgundy. And I just kind of wish they would have stuck to one, like either all gold or just sticking to the reds and blacks. I wish they kind of would have done like gold and burgundy. So gold for the red cards, burgundy for the black cards. I thought that would have been kind of cool, but you know, 90 right there, bam. Alrighty, at number 89, Archangel playing cards. There we go. Alright. I haven't announced the winner for anything. And yeah, it kind of does. My internet does kind of suck. Also, you can click the little gear at the bottom so you can change what it looks like to like 720p or whatever you want to. So, Archangel playing cards, gorgeous deck. I know a lot of people who really, really like this deck. I kind of see the appeal of it, but like, and I'm not saying anything like bad. Like, I do think it looks good. But fanning is just a little bit of a stretch. Because of how thick the border is. I think if the border would have been a little bit thinner, you could have had some really fun stuff. Yeah, we're at 89. We are at 89 right here. So, 89, this deck, again, just super cool. And I love black and white stuff. I love black and white. Standard faces, everything's normal out of that. But, honestly, it just looks really cool. What were the jokers in this deck? Yeah, that was another thing I didn't really understand. And this was like a Theory 11 and Bicycle collab, which I thought was kind of cool because, like, you don't really see those types of things that often. There's Theory 11 collabed with, like, different celebrities, and they've collabed with the Knock playing cards, a few others. I didn't really expect them to collab with Bicycle, but the problem with the Jokers is one's small and one's big. I'm like, I don't even know how to use that, right? Like, if they would have had them the same size or... Yeah, so, like, eventually I might try to come up with an effect with that. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, that's 89. let's go with right here. For number 88, we have the Marching playing cards, the Marching Schwarzwald, which I've never known how to say. 2,000 of these decks printed. Yeah, there's going to be a 2-deck giveaway. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so again, if you were to look at this tuck box, then you have like a picture in your head of what this is going to be like. You're never going to guess that, right? You're not, like, do I think that's super cool? Yeah. No. We're at 89 going down. No, we're not like 90 going up. We still have 90, like 89 to go. No, you're set. You came in at the good time. So again, not quite what I expected when I saw that back design. Now, do I think it's super dope? 100%. And the contrast in this deck is honestly just amazing. Love the contrast within this deck. So, again, it looks fantastic. The stock is not my thing. I don't know, where did they print these things on? Legends. That's why. Legends playing cards. Now, again, I don't have anything against Legends playing cards, but they don't print the cards that I like to handle. It is what it is. Shout out to Priyan Shing. Again, I'm gonna botch all of your names if it's not English. We already know that. Yeah, so again, just like, I really like the way they did it. Court cards, again, extremely detailed in the way that they did their court cards. Everything looks fantastic, but it's really, like, honestly, I love the faces. I love the back design. I don't think the back design quite matches, but they were made at Legends playing cards. Yeah, but honestly, yeah, if you could take this deck right here and print it at USPC or Cardamundi or something like that, I truly think this deck would be much, much, much higher. But simply because, one, the stock just sucked. I'm just going to tell you like this, like was. It just sucked. And then the tuck box just didn't have a ton of contrast. But besides those two things, I really like this deck. There you go. So, that was number 88. Which one is this? Ooh, this is tough. 87. Alright, we're going to go with this one right here. Do I like this deck? Yes, but yeah. Yeah, again, fantastic deck. I'm going to see if I can... You got to turn this deck sideways, which I thought was kind of weird when messing with this deck. Whoa, does this man have 2 accounts on the same live stream? Bruh. That is awesome. Yeah, but this deck was meant to be, like, all around, like, old gaming consoles. So, like, it's called Last Life Playing Cards. Looks really dope. How many cards do you have in your collection? Oh, gosh. 100, probably about 200, maybe a little over 250, somewhere in there. I'm definitely going to have over 250 after Christmas. Maybe even after today, since today's my birthday. Watching from both PC and mobile. That's hilarious. Yeah, so love this deck. I think it's really cool how they did it. So, like, you have the gaming console all in the back of a playing card. Like, and then this is built like the actual console. This is, like, the remote you'd use. It's super cool. I love the way they did this. Now, unfortunately, this deck wasn't funded, so you can't really find a place to pick this deck up. This is just a prototype that they sent me. You guys can check out the review of it, and I believe they're working on the V2s currently. Another thing that's really fun is that they have a broken border, which I love. So when you fan it, you get that cigar band there. Looks fantastic. They even came out with merch for their aces. So let me find one of the ones that I liked. Where is it at? Like, here's a good one. So like they had this, it says Revive there. So they took that center pit and they made some merch out of it. And honestly, it looked gorgeous. Now, if I had money, I probably even would have picked some up myself. I don't want to have to put you guys in timeout, but y'all better stop promoting yourself. Alrighty, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alrighty. We're going to go with this one right here. Number 85, we have these Citizens playing cards by 311. And now this one I know that y'all are going to disagree with me on. That's okay. Honestly, like, I'm not bothered if you guys disagree with me on stuff. Do I think I used to love this deck a lot more? Yes. One, I used to use this deck a whole ton, like a whole heck of a lot. But it felt kind of bland, right? The back design, super intricate, super cool 311 deck. But the colors, because of how they did it, like it's just like a dark brown, right? Now I know a lot of people like this deck. I have no problem if you like it. Court cards and faces being standard for the most part. Like you might have some gold in there. So instead of like yellow, you're gonna have the gold, which again, the way they did it, like looks a little bit more brown. So, and then I just did not like the texture of this tuck box. I really didn't. I don't know if it's the amount of embossing that they did, which is a whole heck of a lot. When granted, it's 311, we all expected that. But honestly, I wasn't a big fan of this one. Yeah. So 84, 83. Goodness, which one do we want? We're gonna go with 83 right here. So 83, fantastic deck. Love this deck. They actually did a trailer for this one before I even really knew how to do trailers. So this is the Singularity playing cards, actually by a good buddy of mine, which he honestly just killed this deck. So there's actually this deck and the white one, and then he's coming out with like a one that's gonna have like a broken border all the way around. And honestly, it's dope. It's gonna be my favorite one out of all of the ones he's ever created. Like out of all decks he's ever created, this one he's coming out with along the like in the Singularity line. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, thanks. Love this hoodie, honestly. If you guys want to pick up any of the merch, like if you want to pick up this hoodie, if you want to pick up like a mask, here, hold on, let me grab one. There we go. Like we have masks, so we have them in a couple of different colors. So that's what it looks like. Still fun. So you can still rep the channel. I'll leave a link to the merch site down in the description so you guys can check it out. Yeah, so again, you can check out all that. But honestly, I love how this deck works. Now, again, if this deck wasn't a black deck, now do I love it how it's black? And I even like this one more than the white one, yes. But I just know that eventually, the more I use it, the more it's going to get damaged, which is just kind of sad. But it's super vibrant. It's like a black hole, which is just... I love the concept of it, right? Most people can't execute the idea that they have in their heads. They're like, I want a black hole. And then they can't execute the black hole. And I'm just like, well, that sucked. But honestly, I think they killed it. So even this, like, one pip from every one got taken and turned into a black hole. So, like, let's say this one here. I took one pip from each one and turned it into a black hole. I just think it's really cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Next one, 10. 89, 88, 76. Come on now, 83. We have the Soulless playing cards. I actually just got these in not too long ago. This review is coming up the second week of December. They literally just sent me these playing cards. And honestly, they are gorgeous. So one, I love... Wow, I can't even... I'm dropping stuff. Watch out. I love black and red combos. So I really do. This black and red combo is just freaking gorgeous. So like even if you just look at that fan, whoo, freaking beautiful. No, I completely understand that. I have a final in 3 hours, so don't worry. If you have to go to school, I'm not bothered. I'm over here procrastinating from school, doing this live stream. So I feel you. Don't worry. Yeah. So Soulless playing cards. I love that design in the middle. I'm a big person for logos. So like if anyone just like, hey, I want a logo, I will just sketch one up. Now you can do the digital stuff, but I just like creating logos. So the fact that they have Soulless and it flips upside down like that, super, super dope. Yeah, and the faces, again, are going to be really similar to the back design. So once again, it is going to look fantastic. And then if you fan it the other way, again, you're going to get this red band there. So I'm going to do the full review later. So that's just a quick sneak peek of that deck. But yeah, honestly, yeah, definitely love this design. Looks fantastic. But you guys don't get to see the full thing yet. Right there, that's 10 down this row. Which one do we want next? What is it, 81? Oh, that's tough. We're going to go with this deck right here. So, Sinner's playing cards. Got a lot of comments on this saying that you guys like this deck. Do you have a girlfriend? I will in about 2 weeks. I'm going to officially ask her. So, yes, to answer your question, I will have a girlfriend. She's honestly just awesome. I'm going to keep that under wraps right now. Maybe I'll have her on sometime and do some magic for her. Would you guys like that if I like had her on the channel and I did some magic for my girlfriend? Like, I've seen some other YouTubers do that. If you guys would like to see that, sure, just, like, honestly, if you guys ever have suggestions, whatever, just, yeah, let me know. I don't think I'm going to need luck on this one, though. She did ask me, she's like, hey, when are you going to ask me to be your girlfriend? So, considering she asked me that, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, so Sinner's playing cards. Again, tuck box, I love it. And then it's also like a matte tuck box, so it just feels fantastic. Knocks are marked. I actually have a tutorial on how to read the knocks, so you guys can check that out if you just search knock marking system, Card Perfect Magician. It'll be one of the first ones that comes up. So, back design, honestly just gorgeous. So, I actually did a couple of thumbnails with this one. Again, just we're not going to start a small Q&A yet. That's going to be at the end of the video. So, again, when you're fanning this deck, it's going to look gorgeous. Now, I thought that the courts were kind of odd. Like, here. Like I understand you're like having your faces on it. I just thought they could look kind of funky. I'm actually going to have my face on Descendants playing cards. So we just finished my face yesterday. I'm going to get through the rest of the other 7. Again, 6 of Diamonds reveal. But just we're probably about a week, 2 weeks away from finishing the court cards, which is just kind of fun. Okay. I don't even know what number we're at now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. That's 10. That's 9. 81? Something like that. Yeah. I could teach her magic or cardistry if she doesn't know any. No, she does not. That'd be kind of fun. I wouldn't teach her magic because she loves to watch magic and I don't want her to figure any of it out because her reactions are priceless. I could teach her some cardistry or maybe do some magic to her. Yeah, that's a fun idea. Alright, so Deck 1 Industrial Edition. Now, this deck has tons of embossing and it looks super retro. Love it. I wish that the borders would have been a little bit more of a light gray. I do like the blue tint to it though. Looks really, really good. And I do definitely use this deck quite often. One thing I did find kind of odd though was when you're looking at this, like if you see the center of it, it's just the line down the middle. But if you look at this, there's that gear there. So I just thought of the funny contrast that they didn't put down on both of them. And again, just something that's odd that I noticed. Again, double backer, court cards. This is what I'm talking about by the gray. Here we go. So again, that gray right there like that, I just love that. So I wish that gray was kind of faded like that would have been right there on that, like as the border. I just thought it would have been kind of fun. I used to play sports. I don't play sports anymore. I couldn't compete with people in college. I'm 120 pounds. This boy's a stick, but like a freaking human Pez dispenser. I can't. Skinny body, big old head. Doesn't work. Coaches aren't quite looking for that. Yeah, alrighty. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna go SNL. Yeah, SNL playing cards. This deck is amazing. We're gonna get to Jimmy Fallon playing cards later, which the stock and feel of that deck. Oh, so good. That top 5 decks for handling, that's actually in that video. Hey, don't worry, man. Did you just say you're British? Don't lie to them. If you want to qualify for the giveaway, just wait till the end of the video and I will tell you all about how to do that. So, this deck, again, handles fantastically. All done about the SNL scene. Looks fantastic. This is honestly just if you want a great handling deck, you can basically always rely on Theory 11. But one thing I really did like about this was they took every one of their sketches and used it for different court cards. And then they had one memorable line from each one. So, let's see. Where would be a fun one? Yeah, so they did, this is this workout one that they did. And then it says pump you up, which was a line that they had in that scene. So it's a fun way of doing it. I really liked it. Definitely a fun one. So that was at 80. 20 in, y'all. 20 in. Where are we going from here? Take a pick. Eeny, meeny, miny. Ooh, we're going to go with this one. This one, although I do like it, I just don't... There's a lot more hype for this deck than what I think there should have been, personally. Yeah. Like Tigers. Again, fine deck. And I do like the back design, especially when I was first getting into Magic. What's up, Jacob? I definitely liked it when I first got into it, when I was watching some other YouTubers who had like different colored bike decks. But, oh, what's your favorite deck? See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people like this deck, and again, I have no problem with that. And then if you're gonna do fans with this deck, because the whites, the blacks are now white, and the reds are like a much more vibrant red, it's gonna look super dope. I do know the Nationals. I do not have the Nationals, unfortunately. I do plan on picking them up eventually. Whatever day that I get money, when I'm dead or something, because we both know this guy is not gonna have any money, and that's fine. Okay. Oh, that is an evil decision. The problem is, here's the problem with what I did here. I have to decide between two decks the whole time. So the whole time I'm saying, do I want this one or this one next? That is stupid. I don't know why I did that to myself. Actually, the reason I did it is because everything on these three, like 1, 2, and 3, those are all 10% off. And then these two rows are not 10% off. I just like them. So I'm just trying to make it easier for you guys to save money. That's really why. But freaking killing this guy's head. Alrighty. Let's go with these. So Chrome Kings, fantastic for throwing playing cards. Now, personally not a massive fan of the faces, but yeah, let's not cuss. Thank you. So, not a big fan of the faces, so I'm not even really going to go into that. But the bag design, if you like to throw playing cards, which I'm definitely someone who does, like I have the Banshees and a lot of other cards. I love to throw playing cards. Like the one time I made a full court shot, like this deck when you throw playing cards, just looks fantastic. How many decks am I in? That'd be 10, 20, 22 decks in. 22 decks in. Going all the way to 100. Alrighty, which one are we on next? This one right here. Alrighty, we're going with the Bicycle Monster playing cards. Now, again, 6 of Spades reveal on the inside of this tuck box on the tuck flaps, which I love that. You will be seeing that from Descendants playing cards. You guys are going to get a lot of updates on Descendants playing cards because not a ton of people are going to be here. So, you guys are going to get some exclusive behind-the-scenes content, especially at the end of the video when I talk a little bit about this baby. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love Kier. Kier's an awesome guy. We talk a lot. One of the problems that I had with this deck is that the background is not white, so I've never been a big fan of it. But one cool thing about this deck that I really did like is the King of Spades. So 2 of the ad cards, so you have the normal King of Spades, and then he turns slowly into a werewolf, which is just a really dope way of doing it. So there's a lot of cool things about this deck. You guys can check it out. Yeah, so 23 decks in now. Let's go. What do we want? Gentlemen's playing cards. Yeah. Also, we're going to be doing this every November, which is just kind of fun. Yeah, mine were a gift too, actually. Do you mean chat on the streams? Yeah, definitely comment under the video if you guys have something. Like if you guys have some idea or something, comment under the video. If you comment in the stream, it's gonna end up getting lost. So if you guys want me to remember something for later, you're gonna have to comment it. If you want me to just look at it now, you can just put it in the stream. Gentlemen's playing cards. So when I was dressed up in like a full like tuxedo and a fedora, like just the whole get up looking like John Wick, kind of like 1920s, I brought this deck to the party. Now, why did I do that? It's not really for the back design, which really threw me off because I was not expecting red. But Yes, I'm going to turn this into a video. But it's the court cards. So the court cards are honestly just elegant, and they remind me of like a 1920s-esque theme, which I just really like. So yeah, definitely just a really cool deck. No matter if it's blacks, if it's the reds, it all just looks really good. So I just like the 1920s-esque theme. I love to dress up. I really do. That's another fun thing about me. I own like 75 ties. Yeah, I love to dress up. Here, where's my fedora? Oh, I didn't bring my fedora home. Dang it. My fedora's still at college. Alrighty. Go right here next. We're going to go with the arcane playing cards. When I find one that's more, like, it's a little bit better for cardistry, I'll do some cardistry moves or something with it. Do some flourishes. Top 5 court cards, either I've already made it or it's being made. But that one is coming up if I haven't already done it this month. I can't remember which top 5s I've done. I've made so many of them at this point. So, I think that's coming later this month. I think it's coming next week. But back design for the arcane playing cards, although I really like it, it's just so dark, right? So, again, it just, like, it almost just feels like a completely black deck. The reason I do like this, it's very similar to the White Lions, but I like the way they did the faces better. I like the White Lions' backs better, but I like the faces. So let's start with the way that they did numbers. Instead of like a straight white, it's more like a gray, so it feels a little more faded and ghostly. And then like, this is why I like this deck. That's beautiful, okay? That's beautiful. It looks like it has like these like smoke wispies coming off of it. It's not, this deck for court cards honestly just knocked it out of the park. Yeah, so that's the black arcane playing cards. Oh yeah, love this tuck box. Shadow Masters Legacy Edition from Bicycle. So I just love the feel of this tuck box. It just feels great. Another matte card stock. Now, matte card stock will not be used for the Descendants tuck box, but yes, it was from the top 5 court cards. Oh yeah, I did put that up already. You're right. So black design with the white. So it's like the opposite of the other ones that I showed you earlier. And then these were a little bit smaller. So there's like the pips are small. But I like the way they did the line work on the court cards. It just looks really good. So pretty simple deck. Yeah, that's pretty simple. That's really just about it. So, and that fan was garbage, but we're not going to talk about that. So, yeah. Alrighty. 26 in. Goodness gracious. What's this one? Ooh. Let's go with this one next. So, ISO playing cards. ISO playing cards. So, back design, first of all, this is going to be in my top 5 borderless playing cards. This was in that video. So, like, no matter which way you fan it, it's going to look great. Can't ever fan with my left hand. But because of the borderless design, it's going to look great when you're doing just about anything with this deck. Let's see if we can get an Anaconda in here. Right? It just looks... You can't really get much better than that. So, this deck, just back design, one of my favorite back designs, honestly. The problem was, I was loving the back design when I was looking at this deck, and then I flipped it over, and I hated the faces. Oh my gosh. The faces... What the heck? First off, they're all black, and then everyone looks exactly the same. Like, you can, like, if you actually look at it, you'll be able to tell a difference. But, honestly, the faces were not for me. Do I love the back design? Heck yes. Love the back design. Could not stand the faces. Gosh. Where are we going next? Right here. We're going to go with the Cardistry Shriekins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, flourishes with the ISO playing cards. Honestly, just, they kill it. Another one that looks great with flourishes, although I'm not a fan of the stock, which is why this one isn't as high. Cardistry Shriekin playing cards. So if you look at this right here, like, you already know. Cardistry Shriekin, come on now. Like, you already know this deck is going to handle phenomenally. So, like, gosh, I cannot handle with my left hand today. But the weird thing was 2 of the ad cards were just the same thing, but with yellow backs, like both of the jokers, right? So you had the 2 jokers that were normal, and then the backs were yellow. I'm just like, why on earth would you do that? Just make them green. Make them green. Make it so much easier for cardistry. It just felt weird having 2 yellow cards. Yeah, they do fan. I did sort of sound angry. Like, fix them. Goodness gracious. People will get it eventually. It's okay. I can't fix everybody yet. I'm just playing. Alrighty. 28 cards in. What are we going with next? We're going to go with these right here. We have the Artifice playing cards. So, now, Tuck Box, love that blue. Love that blue. Love that blue. So the same blue as this. But again, I don't know why the white border is so thick. Am I glad there's a white border? Yes. But it's massive. Now, it's not as massive as a couple of the others I've shown you earlier. But the border is just freaking thick. Now, I can't say much because I'm clearly not. But, yeah. If you guys need a fan tutorial, I can do that for you guys. Yeah, I can see a couple of you guys are struggling with that. So, if you guys want a fan tutorial, leave it in the comments so I'll remember to do that. Because I will forget. One cool thing about this deck is that there's not the liner on the outside. It just looks like a lot more clean. It looks a lot more clean. I really like how this deck is done. Yeah. Blue Artifice playing cards. Next, oh boy, we're gonna go, let's go Alloy. So another one that is a lot pricier than what I would have expected. Yep, that's exactly right, 2 thicker borders. Yeah. I use Nox as well. I wish I had those Orbit V1s. I do not have them, and that is unfortunate, but it is okay. So, looking at this deck, I mean, if you're just going to look at this tuck box, look at that. Like, you know when you spill oil on the ground, and then the sunlight hits it, and it looks like a rainbow? That's exactly what this deck does. So, it just, look at that. All that metallic foil is just unreal. The whole tuck box is done like that. So, this tuck box, one of my favorites. And even the back design is the same way. Back design, they did the same way as, now it's not quite as right because like you're not getting it on camera, but it is the same. Then I looked at the face, and I was so severely disappointed it's not even funny. I was like, what on earth is that? It's bland, right? You have all this pop and color from the tuck box, and then you get this, and I'm just like, what on earth? What is that? What is that? Come on now, man. Come on now. Hey, thanks. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's my birthday. Just turned 20 today. Yeah. Golden birthday. Wearing green on a golden birthday. Can't believe it. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. That is 30 in. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. Shin Lim playing cards. These were his first playing cards that he made. At one point, my little sister spilled some water on it, so unfortunately, they don't handle quite as good as they used to, but we're not going to talk about that. And they look great. Back design is like this. Love the contrast. Looks fine. I don't have anything specifically against it. I just don't... It just really doesn't hit my sweet spot. That's it. So, like, I'm not like, oh, I hate that deck, or this is what's wrong with it. I don't have a specific thing that I can think of that's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Like, faces are standard, has a couple fun things in it, but I just don't, it doesn't quite hit my sweet spot, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. What do we get next? Ooh, yeah. Now, if we're talking about visually, this is one of my favorites. I do watch Spidey Hypnosis, not as much as I probably should, but yeah, me and him are both dorks, so it's fine. Freaking love the color on this deck, right? This is my favorite color. For those of you who don't know, this neon green, it's my favorite color. Love neon green. Like, that's how I created that logo. That's why I created all this. So, with deodorant, I've never used deodorant. I usually just use a standard eraser. Yeah, I don't make it that hard on myself. I just take a standard, like, pink eraser. That's how I get rid of pips. Now, this is the vintage feel. Now, next I'm getting the modern feel. Because the vintage feel is not my favorite. I don't have a specific, like, it doesn't feel horrible. It doesn't. But once, it's the vintage feel, it takes forever to break in, right? So it just took, it's such a thick stock, it's like so sturdy that it, like, look at this. Right? It just feels, kind of clumpy. It doesn't ever clump, that's not the problem, but it just takes forever to break in. So, for that reason, that's why it's a little bit more on the low side. If this deck felt better, this would definitely be, like, top 10, 15, 20 cards. But, because, like, this color is my favorite color. So, for those of you, also, both of those, the modern and vintage feel, they're all 10% off. You check that out. Alright. We're going to go with Prototype Playing Cards by Vin Century. Got to talk with him really at the beginning of the channel when I had, like, it was like year 1. I think this was actually the first deck review I might have done on the channel. I think this might have been it. So if you guys want to see my crappy first review that I ever did on this channel. So again, originally he was coming out with the prototypes, and then when he wrote prototype on the box just to write prototype, then he kind of liked it. So now these are the prototype playing cards. I'm not giving away this deck. I'm giving away 2 decks, so you can't have this one. But I'm giving away 2 decks in collaboration with Rare Playing Cards, so clearly this video is sponsored. But we're giving away my top 2 decks. So if you stay all the way to see what my top 2 decks are going to be, you'll then see what 2 decks I'm going to give away and how to win, all the fun stuff. Yeah, so if you're looking at this deck, gonna look fantastic if it wasn't so used. I have 3 of them, but I don't even know where to get them. So if you guys know where to get these cards, let me know, because I haven't been able to find a place that's gonna have them. There we go. So what are we gonna go with? Well, let's go with these. Now, a lot of people are gonna probably be surprised that this deck is so high up, honestly. But it's the maiden backs. See? Main backs. Yeah, so you guys are killing me. Maiden backs, now there's nothing specifically crazy about this deck. Like, it's not the marked maiden backs. It's nothing crazy like that. Look, I don't want to, hold up. You guys are gonna have to give me 1 second. There we go. See? Thank you. So the difference with this is that, no, I'm not making a gaming channel. I suck. So this deck is one of my favorite handling decks. Honestly, the way this deck feels is just gorgeous. Now, most bicycle playing cards aren't like my favorite thing ever for handling, but this one definitely, I don't know how to explain this to you guys better than this. It just feels amazing. It really does. One of my favorites. Speaking of another deck that handles beautifully, this deck right here is the first deck I ever did a giant fan with. So I actually did a tutorial on that a while back. Now, it wasn't fantastic. Yeah, so love this deck. House Blend bicycle playing cards. This being the back design. So the way that this deck farrows and fans, just like the stock and the way they cut it, if you're working on how to do a farrow, this is a great deck to start with, honestly. If one does learn how to do a farrow, you can farrow every time with this deck. There's no issues with this deck at all. It just feels great. It really does. Like, this deck fans great, it feels great, stock's fantastic. I love the vibe of this deck, honestly. It's my cup of tea. Get it? It's my, sorry, that's bad. We're just gonna pretend I didn't say that. For those of you who don't know, I love bad puns. Yeah, it really is. Fantastic deck, not much money. Money well spent there. Originally, I thought I was, so I don't remember where I got this deck from, because like sometimes when you buy cards, you get extra ones from it. But I got the marked main backs, and I thought all main backs were marked. So then I ordered the main backs and realized I got the wrong ones because I was just going to add that to the existing deck so I could have 57 had an extra, but clearly that didn't work. Yeah, so I think one of the only reasons this one isn't higher is because of how used it is, honestly. Oh, that's an evil question. That is an evil question. We're going to save questions like that till the end so I don't have to break my brain. Alright, so you're going to look at this deck. First of all, Diva playing cards. Looks great. Which number is this? This is the first edition. Okay. Late start on the bad puns. Yeah, it did take me a while to get there, honestly. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can work on some bad puns a little bit earlier next time. Man, me and puns. I love them. I love puns. So, love the back design. Let me take out some of the extra cards because or else fanning this deck is going to be impossible. Because this deck is just so well used. But the problem is, like, the way this border is set up, you can hardly see it. And with the way the back design is set up, it would look fantastic, right? So, like, even if you just took out, like, maybe, let's say we take about 10 cards out, then we give it a fan. Now that looks amazing, right? That's a great looking fan. But the problem is, it doesn't look like that. It looks like this. It's like, it's so close. It's so close, but it's not. Now, the other problem I have is that the court cards are wonky. What the heck? I don't technically have a problem with them. Let me find another one. And then, like, you're never going to find anything standard with the number cards either, which is just funny. Put this back in here. Yeah, and also the stock, it feels like, it has the weirdest texture to the cards, too. Like, the stock, where is this? I don't know where this deck is printed from. Cardamundi, 2018. That makes sense. Alright, next we're going with the Elements Fire playing cards from Bicycle. Got this for Christmas a couple years ago from the fam. So one cool thing, it's a one-way design, so you're never going to fan this deck the same twice. And it really does look like fire from no matter what way you do it. So you can cut it, and every time you fan it, it's going to look different. Again, let's just do some Cascade or something with this deck. Right, so it's going to look fine. There's not a ton of contrast, so when doing something like Cascade, you could say the deck is lit. That's fantastic. That I appreciate. That. Well done. Well done. That made me happy. Yeah, this deck is lit. That's fantastic. See, this is why I like you guys. Y'all are awesome. The deck is lit. That's great. Oh boy. Man, I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. It's gonna be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just gonna bust up laughing. That is horrible. My word. Let's see. Yellow bikes. Now this is actually the V2s. This isn't the standard yellow bikes. Reason being, this has 4 extra cards that makes it a little bit different. One is rider backs, but you get your normal double backer. You get a joker. Well, and you get 1 joker. Like, you don't get 2 of them, which is kind of odd. And then the other cards, you get a blink card, which doesn't normally come with a bicycle deck. And then this one is really cool. So you actually get a yellow Knight of Hearts and then a half and half. So if you want to do like 2 color changes back to back, you can do. This is what I do personally whenever I use this deck. I have my normal Knight of Hearts. I force it on them. Then I change it to the half and half. Then I change it to the yellow, and then I use the double backer to ditch it. And they kind of set you up for a really fun routine there. He pulled his hair out. Oh my gosh. Y'all gotta stop this. Okay. Cardistry Shrieking deck. That was horrible. Crazy Shuffler 07. That's amazing, but horrible. Cardistry Shrieking playing cards. Again, my favorite color. Looks fantastic. Fanning. Gorgeous. And then I looked at the faces. Again, there's something... I don't know why people can be so great with the back designs and then the faces look like garbage. I don't know why people do that. It's like, literally, look at that back design. That is fantastic, right? Again, fantastic fanning the other way. But then you look at the faces, and there's a white border on it. First of all, why? Like, if you're just going to make it black, if you're going to make it white, just make the whole thing white. And then some of them, like, you can't even tell which, like, that's clubs right here. That's clubs. You wouldn't even know. It's fantastic. Y'all got to stop this. No, it's fine. Keep going. It's awesome. Yeah, love the back design, but then, yeah, it just missed opportunity. Oh boy, no, I gotta wait on that one. We're jumping up here. Magnum Force playing cards. I don't know if the discount code is still working, but if you go to the link in the description where it says you can get 10% off on everything, which you still can, but if you go to use this deck and use code Magnum Force, you get 60% off this deck. So this deck's usually 15 bucks. It puts it down to 6. Crazy, I know. So back design, borderless, gorgeous, and then a really old retro theme for the rest of them. It's like, I mean, look at that. It's just really fun, old school, 1980s like Type 5. It's just super fun. The deck before the green deck. What deck were you talking about? I don't know. I think it was this one. Diva playing cards. The version 1s. Oh, the yellow one. This is the Yellow Bicycle V2 playing cards. Yellow Bicycle V2s. Okay, which one do we want? We're gonna go right here. Oriental playing cards. Right here. Gorgeous deck done by Riffle Shuffle. Definitely still kind of fits the Riffle Shuffle vibe, but more like the old school Riffle Shuffle more than the new stuff. Basically, the new stuff for me either is a hit or a miss. That is it. I'm glad you have a lot of jokes. Keep it coming. So back design looks great, and once again, I believe this was in my top 5 handling decks. This deck, truly, like, clearly that video hasn't dropped yet, but when you're doing things, it's just going to look. It just feels phenomenal. Pharaohs, you're going to get a perfect Pharaoh just about every time doing this deck. Yep, literally every other. Bam. Like, you just... I do not have the Rise playing cards. Do I love their mission? Yes, they're fantastic guys. We believe on a theological level the same way. We're both Christians. We both believe in a theological way. I can get into that some other time if you guys want to hear me talk about that, but which I could talk for hours. Great guys, and I think I'll probably pick up the V2s, but it just didn't hit my sweet spot. It didn't. So I'm not going to buy cards just because I like the person. I'm going to buy cards because I like them. If I like the cards, I'll get them. If I don't like the cards, I won't get them. I'm not going to... Like, eventually, if I have more money, then I'll probably do that. But for the moment, I don't have that kind of stuff. So, what am I wanting next? We're going to go with these right here. Bam. We have the Diamond number 8 playing cards. This deck is gorgeous. Let me get rid of a couple of the ad cards because or else, once again, never be able to fan this thing. Where they at? Oh, this is the other deck. Never mind. So, back design looks beautiful. I do love this cigar band that goes around, and you do have that on the inside as well, which is fun. So you get that, so especially if you fan the other way. You guys are horrible. That's so bad. That's so bad. Really do like this deck. Don't really have anything specifically against it. Maybe the court cards, I guess. Just being, like, not quite as standard. I wish they would have had a little bit more standard to it. But truth be told, I really like this deck. Handles great, looks great. Card moves look great. Yeah, it really does. Like, I really have no problem with this deck. And honestly, some of their newer cards from the Diamond line, on point. Definitely right here. So we are what? 10, 20, 23 in. Wait, 20, 43. We're almost halfway done, y'all. Holy crap. We are almost halfway done. Green High Victorian playing cards. This one is done by Theory 11. Picked this one up. I originally picked up the Red High Victorian, and then I was like, oh, the greens look good. It's also my favorite color. This green is just immaculate. I love green. I love gold. It works. And then I looked at the faces. I was like, what the crap did they do? What is that? That is not green. That is like a gray. That's gray. Maybe even like black. What is this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at this. Tuck box, 10 out of 10. Playing cards, design, 3. Truth be told. Like the inside is all embossed and like, they were that close, man. That close. Or V5s? Yeah, not surprised by that. They're my number 3, actually. Oh, what are we going with? Let's go with these. Big boy number 2. Big boy number 2 playing cards. Now, back design, I love this deck. Court cards aren't quite my favorite, but I love the vibrance of this deck. It just, I mean, seriously, just watch this. Bam. Right? I do wish they would have had like about 10, 15 cards taken off, so you could have that. But I did know they were edible. I did know that. Actually, even the ink they print that is edible. So the playing cards, the inks, it just looks good. It really does. Yeah, everything about 311 playing cards are edible. Fun fact. I don't have Ventus playing cards. That is really sad, honestly. The fact that I don't have them. Let's go over here. Ritual playing cards. Now, this is definitely more of a Magic deck. This is a fun reveal I have not seen before on another deck of cards. So, it's on the barcode. So, underneath the barcode, where it normally say like a bunch of random numbers, it actually says 3 of spades as the numbers. Yeah. And then actually the E is also a 3. So, just a fun way of doing that. Here's this. Jumping in between classes. Glad I could be a little bit of a break for you. Yeah, so again, gonna look fantastic. The problem I have with this deck, again, is that the background is not white and is all designed. So again, not a big fan of that. But, you know, it's okay. We have to live with what we get. But if you want a Magic deck, this is pretty good. Alrighty, we are 45 in. Holy crap. Move over this way. Look at the Superfly. Which one is this? Stardust. I was thinking Spitfire, but I'm like, this doesn't look quite right. You're skipping your class for this. Can you do content about how you started Magic and where you learn? I'll talk about that at some points. Not quite right now. Clearly, I'm in the middle of a live stream, but maybe at the end of the live stream when I'm doing a Q&A, that'd be fine. I could totally knock that out. Actually, none of these cards are upside down. So, Superfly Stardust looks fantastic. If you're doing packet cuts, this is going to be a cool deck. So let's just do... This isn't a great flourish for it, but it's alright. Yeah. Ooh, over here getting a little bit sloppy this morning. Handling is a little bit off. Yeah, so this deck, when you're looking for a deck to handle, it's going to handle fantastic. I have no problems with this deck at all. I just wish that the borders, again, weren't quite as thick. Or I think a missed opportunity here is having the red go all the way to the border. I just think that could have been kind of cool. A lot like the new Vert, where it's like bordered but not. I actually, fun fact, y'all might hate me for this, I don't have a single Fontaine deck. Fun fact of the day, it is true. So I do not have a single Fontaine deck. I don't have the Babylon Fontaine, so I don't have any of them. Do I think I could eventually pick some up? I'm not sure. To me, they're a hype deck, and I don't really like what they stand for. I don't like how they communicate to everybody. Not my thing. So, the way they just go around doing certain things, which I'm not going to get into at this point. Not my vibe. Not how I agree with morals. I'm just going to leave it at that. So you will never see me review a Fontaine deck unless things change from there. So up next we have the Golden Bee, the Club Special Bee playing cards. Now this deck and the blue ones, which I'm going to get into in a second, actually my first deck of bees. So really, if you want a deck, seriously, if you want a deck that's going to hide slights, it's beautiful. Personally, I like the blues better, which I'll get into in a second, of course, but if you want to hide like a second deal or something, this is it. Let's go with these. Which do you want a hype deck from me? Which deck was that? I mean, I don't remember which decks I've given away at this point. This is going to be my 11th giveaway or something on the channel at the end of this video. So, truth be told, I don't even remember. I don't know. Red Monarchs. Again, fantastic deck used in Now You See Me. Love the deck. Actually, I have two of them. Handle fantastically. Handle beautifully. Have nothing against this deck. Yeah, I really just don't have anything against it. Looks fantastic. Handles great. Standard faces. I mean, I've just used it a lot. That's really it. That's really it, honestly. I just used this deck a whole crap ton. But yeah, I have nothing against this deck. Yeah, it's great. I do not have the Orbit V4s or the Goblin deck. Oh, that Goblin deck looks so good. Oh my word. Personally, I like the greens, the V1s better than the V2s, but I do not have the Goblin deck, but I will be getting one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gaia playing cards, more of a nature-y themed type deck. Again, it looks gorgeous. The tuck box is my favorite part about the deck. Like, it's super vibrant, cool scenery, looks great. Definitely like the tuck box more than the back design. It's a little bit more faded, a little bit more brown. Not quite my style. I did like the two of the ad cards, because when you put them together, you get a cool scene as well. So the two ad cards, just kind of dope. Yeah, no, I don't have them, sadly. Yeah, core cards, faces, it was just kind of a bland deck, honestly. I really wish that they could have incorporated the way they did the outside of the tuck box into the rest of the deck, and then I think it would have been one of my favorites. Still a great collector's deck, though. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 50. Halfway there. Red Cherry Casino playing cards. Number 50. Yo, yo, yo! Matrix51, my guy's here. Love that guy. Well, already dropping stuff. See? You showed up and now I can't talk. No, I'm just playing. So, Red Cherry Casino at number 50, which is a fantastic deck. My first deck of cherries. Got them a few weeks after they came out. I love Cherry Casino playing cards, which you're going to find out a little bit later. I think the only reason this deck isn't higher is because of the amount that I've used it. So, I'm going to go into the Cherry Casinos with probably the blues or something. I own 4 decks of cherries. But I'm going to go into that a little bit later. So, we're going to wait on that right now. Let's go with these. So, right here at 51, we are now over halfway. We have the Chameleons playing cards. So, Chameleons playing cards, first of all, there's a hole in the middle to where you get to see the Aussie Wind logo. So, Aussie Wind created this. If you guys haven't seen it, his Act on Penn and Teller. Oh my gosh, not the iPhone one either. The other one. No one... I mean, it's freaking genius. Although I do really like this deck, it doesn't handle very well. So, like, even when you spread it, like, I just cannot get it to spread quite right. Now, dribbling and stuff, that part's fine. If you're going to do a spring, it's a bit on the stiff side. But I'm just not a big fan of the finish. Like I just tried to spread that, and it just came apart, right? Besides that, though, I really have no problem with it. It uses Arco faces instead of bikes, but it really looks great. I'm just not a big fan of a couple things. Yeah, so like even if you're looking at it like that, you can see the back design with Aussie logo in that center there. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna go with next. Plus, if you guys want to see reviews of a lot of these decks, I've reviewed like 60 some decks of cards, maybe 70 at this point. So if you guys want to see a review, or if I haven't already done one, just let me know. Works Playing Cards by CardCutz. These came out not too long ago. Did a review on these. Love this deck. The way that like they handle CardCutz has some of the best handling playing cards, honestly. Like it's to the point to where I've debated printing through CardCutz. Now the only reason I didn't is because of the reputation that USPC has. Simply for that reason. Now if USPC, I about fell there. But if USPC didn't have the reputation that they had and CardCutz did, I would be going with CardCutz. I love the way that CardCutz handles their cards. So, back design, gorgeous. I love the way that all this works. Like, has a super cool 3D look. And then, where is it at? Yes, here we go. Court cards. This was in my top 5 court cards. I just love the way that these things work, man. Like, the inner workings of this deck. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. The Red Kings. Like, it's just a bunch of gears and it looks so good. Hey, David, happy birthday to you too, dude. Guys, wish David Murphy a happy birthday. Super cool guy. Known him for a long time. Honestly, super cool guy. Alright. We have the same birthday, fun fact. Oh man, I want their fluid deck so bad. I'm so with you. I'm so with you. Let's go with these. Yeah, so definitely happy birthday to David. Can't believe we have the same birthday. So let's go with this deck right here, the Talisman playing cards. I don't believe these were funded, unfortunately. This is a prototype deck. So, like the way that it handles and stuff, again, it's not really going to matter a ton. I'll just show it to you guys because it's kind of fun. The borders are one of the thinnest borders that still has a border for a deck of cards that I own. Seriously, like, the borders are so thin. This is, well, where did they print these through? I believe they printed these through MPC just so they could print and send out some prototypes. Same thing to do. Yeah, that's really bad for this deck because it never got funded, so. Unfortunate, but it's true. Sometimes I don't have the same taste as people. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 53 in. What are we going with next? Over here. Oh, with Jimmy Fallon playing cards. Oh, also, anything, for those of you who haven't been in the stream for a long time, this, and this, anything in those 3 rows are all 10% off at least, excluding their sale, which is going on now. That's so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm loving these puns, but this is so bad. Yeah, this is in my top 5 handling decks as well. Again, it's a Theory 11 deck. Theory 11 and CardCutz and USPCC are my top 3 places, not in that order, for handling playing cards. So Jimmy Fallon right here absolutely kills it. Love this deck. Yeah, if you want to talk about handling, it's just a great snappy deck. It really is. It doesn't have a ton of buttery to it. It's just a lot of snappy. So back design, gorgeous. Court cards are just, honestly, just elegant. You just look at that. Reminds me very much of the SNL deck. Shocker. Like, not really anyone surprised being that surprised by that. But where's the Ace of Spades for this deck? I feel like I remembered liking it. Yeah. So here being the Ace of Spades. Yeah. Love this deck. Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh. I'm getting old, y'all. You know you're getting old when you grunt when you get up. That's sad. Alrighty. I'm gonna stretch for a sec. Holy crap. Ugh. I am old. I don't remember getting old. Alright, what are we getting next? Tiki Landia playing cards. Actually, I had a channel before this for, I don't know how many of you guys know that. So, this is the first deck that I ever got sent by someone as a sponsorship. So, this deck means a lot to me because this is kind of the deck that really started it all. It kind of gave me hope that I could actually end up really doing this like as a career. My goal is to be able to make this a career by the time I graduate from college. So I've got 2.5 years, baby. Let's go. finishing up semester 3 right now. So Tiki playing cards. Love the blues on this deck. Looks great. Fans, like the handling of it, fantastic. I'm with my previous channel. That channel got terminated. So I had the old channel and started it when I was like 13. Did that for 3 years or so. Got to 450 subscribers, 17,000 views, and so I was like not building up very fast, but it took me 3 years. Granted, I was recording on like an iPhone 5C, and I was like short and ugly and did not know what I was doing. I had it propped up against the bed. It was the saddest thing ever. And then I didn't understand copyright, and one morning when I was playing drums at church, I looked down on my phone and I get a notification from YouTube that says, "This video has been terminated. This video has been terminated. Your channel's been terminated." I'm like, alright. So since then I've done a ton of research on that kind of thing, because I'm not letting that happen again. I love helping provide content to you guys, and I can't do that without a following. So it helps me provide more content to more people. Helps me, like, you guys give back to me, I give back to you. It's great. So one way, so like let's say on a horrible accident that this thing got terminated again, if you guys follow me on Instagram or something like that, then I can give an announcement to you guys there that I started a new channel or something. So if you guys do want to follow me, I actually have 3 Instagram accounts. One personal, one for cardperfectmagician, and then one for Descendants playing cards, and all of them are in the description. You can check them out. Ooh, I probably need to update my personal link. That's okay. Yep, so if you get 3 copyright strikes within a 90-day period, you get terminated. So you can't get it within 90 days. So if you get a copyright strike, 90 days later, it's gone, and then you're back down to 0. So if you get 1, and then a month later you get a second one, in 8 months, you're back down to 1, and then a month later, you're back down to 0. But I got 3 all in one day, and I just lost everything. So I think I had like 150 videos, something like that. Yeah, it was a mess. Let's see, where the heck are we? Tiki playing cards. Love this deck. Court cards and everything looks great. So let me just show you a couple of these. So, a couple of court cards, jokers. Yeah, it did suck. It was a massive shock. Yeah. Took me 2 years to get back. Yeah, so that one ended 2017 was when that ended. And then I started this one in January of 2019. Maybe the last channel, I would give you the ideas, and you would do them a couple days. Yeah, Magic Tricks 51 was actually a good friend of mine, even back from the old channel, which is kind of fun. Like, there's been a couple of people who I kind of got to grow this channel a little bit faster because of, Magic Tricks 51 being one of them. Yeah, Gaft Academy, he went through that as well. We actually both had our channels, we started them within a month of each other. Gaft Academy, awesome guy. Hilarious. Man, that guy's funny. But me and Gaft Academy started ours within the same month, our original channels. And then after that, we started our channels, and then we both were growing. I got mine terminated, waited a little bit, restarted, and then he got his terminated twice. He got 2 channels terminated. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people messaged me on Instagram just saying, like, where's your channel? And I had to respond to that, like, freaking crying. It was bad. Yeah, that was a time. But we are back. We are back. So, this channel's not going anywhere. I plan on so many fun things. Oh no, is there? I see someone saying stop. That means there must have been another pun. That's horrible. That is... Oh my gosh. That is so bad. I love it. It's so bad and I love it. Oh, I gotta keep going. Y'all gonna have me pass my freaking finals. Yeah. I gotta get this. I gotta get this show on the road. Alrighty. Over here doing 360s and stuff. Yeah, I gotta stop before I start crying remembering old things. So, right here we have the Entry 03 playing cards. Now, a lot of people have said this is like, I don't know if you guys know who Jesse G, the Fantastic Magician, is. Fantastic guy, reviews a lot of cards from Buyworthy. But this is his favorite cardistry deck. So, fantastic deck, looks gorgeous. These are the peppers. Now, I don't really see the appeal personally. I mean, phases are all just bicycle standard. Reds are more vibrant. That's really about it. So it has this back design, this tuck box with literally the back design on it, and somehow it goes to like 15. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why this deck was so popular, but I do like it. I love to do cardistry with it. It looks great. I just don't think it was worth that much. Superfly. We have Superfly. Which one is it? Superfly Spitfire. Yeah, this deck I love. This deck is dope. One thing I do like about this is that it has like an undertone above, like the black lines are above. It's the way that it is super cool. I actually have a deck that I'm working on like right now that's kind of like that. You don't get anyone decks. Yeah, I don't have a single deck of anyone's either, as far as I know, unless one of these decks are from anyone and I didn't know about it. But again, it's the same thing as Fontaine's. I don't like hype brands personally. I like decks that actually that I'm gonna like the cards and things like they say anyone on it. It's like normal cards. What? The Fontaine logo, but it's changed the color 175,000 times. No. Now, do I think I'll make Descendants playing cards and have like the V1s that change the color? And then the V2, which is a different design, and then change the color a couple times. Yeah, totally. But if you only change the color and you never change up anything about it, don't talk to me. You're good. So again, love this back design. That is just, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous, and you never see this. You never see the design the right way. Love the number cards. So the blacks are black, and the blues are the same color, but one of them is always redone. Looks super good. And then the court cards, where's one? There we go. Color-wise has been redone as well. So, again, love this deck. Where is the Ace of Spades? Am I tripping? I think I've lost my mind, y'all. There we go. Yeah. I just like the way that like the line work is done on it. Looks great. Let's see. Okay, so that's halfway. 20, 50, 53, 57. What do we want next? Purple Cherry Casinos. Again, I'm going to get into Cherry Casinos in a second. This is the same thing as the reds and the blues, but just in purple. So I'm going to wait on these for a second. Now, I'll show you the back design so you can get the colorway. That's really about it. It's the only difference between these and any of the others. That is a fact. That Matrix 51 is a fact. Yeah, truth be told, I don't have a problem with the Fontaine design. As long as that just would have been the V1s, and that would have been it. Or they would have had like the V2s and did a couple of different colors, and the V1s in a couple of different colors. That wouldn't have bothered me. Honestly, I would have been fine with that. But you just do V1s and it's just V1, 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 V1. What the heck? Yeah, some of the collabs like the Good Company collab with them, on point. Babylon, on point. Love those. Honestly, if they weren't Fontaine's, I would love to pick them up, but I can't do it with the brand. Whoa, dude, you don't have cherries? Yeah, you got to get one of them. I'm going to show you in a couple, when I get to the pinks, the difference between those and the rest of them. Yeah. They are way too overhyped. Yes, something like the slow hands. The different designs, different colors, but they still fit the same brand. It makes perfect sense. Yep. Totally with you. Alright, here we have the Paradigm playing cards by my friend Derek Grimes. Fantastic guy, I love him to death. So straightforward in his reviews. It's so funny. Yeah, he's helped me out with a lot of stuff. Awesome, awesome guy. So one of the things that he put in here was a play button saying to subscribe to his channel. So go ahead and subscribe to it. He also got help from Luke Wadey and Daniel Snyder, which massive names in the industry. Back design, again, gonna look gorgeous. Circle back, broken border, so when doing things like this, it's gonna look great. The thing that he got a lot of feedback from negatively was the court cards, which I actually liked. So it looks like they got really zoomed in. I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing ever, but I don't understand why he got torn to shreds about it. So, like, personally, I'm not gonna do that, but I don't see why the whole freaking Magic community saw those court cards and they're like, "This is garbage." I'm like, no, it's not. I'll put that in my top 5 court cards just to show everybody that that's not right. All right. Oh, yeah, Derek Grimes is a cool dude. Honestly. Yeah, Paradigm playing cards, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cards. What am I going? Oh, this is an evil one. So, oh gosh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go with the 3D playing cards. Now the V2s, which I've seen, are going to be amazing. They have not been released yet, but me and the creator of these cards, Nacho Montenegro, really close. We face him all the time. He's awesome. They're actually in the middle of printing right now. They should be finished printing mid-December, I believe. So, yeah, this is honestly a super cool deck. And if you actually use 3D glasses, you can see the glasses 3D. Like in the court cards and everything go 3D. So it looks really dope. That's why I see pink lines around the outside. Even just let's see here. It's gonna look a little fuzzy, right? It looks a little fuzzy. Wanna know why that is? Because it's 3D. Super cool. 3 diamonds reveal. Looks gorgeous. Nothing I can say. Great deck. Yeah, great deck. So let's go. Oh, again, super hard ones. We're gonna go with 2 knock decks back to back. So knock right here. This is the Midnight Edition with the collaboration with Theory 11. This deck is marked like all other knocks, but this one is the deck that is fully marked. Yeah, you heard me. This is a fully marked knock deck. Now, most knock decks are marked for suits, like the next one I'm going to show you. This deck right here is actually marked for everything. So if you guys want to see that video again, revealing how knock marking system works, you guys can check that out. Yeah, fully marked. It's true. This is a fully marked knock deck. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Over next, we're heading over here. Headed to the knock Sport Green playing cards. I believe this deck was given away on my Patreon. Crap, I cannot remember. I've given away about 4 decks. What day is today? 20th? Ooh, I announced the winner on my Patreon tomorrow. That is fun. What was it this month? This month was the Mint V2s. Yeah, every month we give away at least one deck of playing cards over on Patreon. So if you want to be a part of that, join the Patreon. You're all set. So as long as you're tier 2 or above, I believe. Yeah. Actually, after Matrix 51 showed me that the V7s of Orbit were marked, then I showed people how to do it. So he showed me that. I showed him this. I was going to call it even. So, yeah, right here, this is just gorgeous, gorgeous green. Hope you guys can see the vibrance of it. If you guys ever want to see, something, the problem is I'm using my rear-facing camera so I can actually see this, but in my deck reviews, you guys can actually see more of the vibrance, and then when I take photos on Instagram, see all the vibrance. So, definitely one of my favorites. No question. What are we going with next? Okay. As I told you guys, I love to throw playing cards, right? Oh boy. Man, that's so true. I don't know why he stopped his channel. It was killing it. This man hasn't been on in a year and broke a freaking million subscribers. Was on fire. Most are only marked for the suits, most Nox, but the Midnight ones with Theory 11 collab, that one was marked for both. So it's the only deck that I know of that is marked for both in the Nox brand. So again, Banshee playing cards. So Banshee playing cards. First, let's look at the back design. Gonna look great. Now you're gonna see holes. You're gonna see holes in the arrow. Right? So you see like a triangle hole and then a vertical hole in both the corners. So in this corner and in this corner. Now, why are there holes in the playing cards, right? So when you throw them, which I can do a tutorial on how to throw cards, if that would be any interest to you guys, because this guy can throw cards forever. Throw it from the stage to the balcony at my college, right? I love to throw cards, so it's so fun. But it makes a whistle when you throw them, so that's one fun thing. You can, even if you just have bicycle cards that you don't like anymore, what you can do is you can take a hole punch and put 2 holes in the corner, in both the top right and bottom left corner, and then you have basically your own whistling cards, which is fun. Yeah. So, and the faces are all the same, which is kind of odd again, because you don't really need to do anything extra with this deck. So it's actually marked by, what is it? What are they marked by? 1/8 of an inch? Yeah. So every 1/8 of an inch, they are marked in a ring so that you can see all this. So when you're doing, so like let's say you throw it into a foam piece or into a wall, which I'll tell you a story about that in a second. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. You can see how far you actually threw it into it. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so you can actually see how far you threw it into it. Now, originally, when I was learning, I wasn't learning with these. I was learning with just like some standard bikes. And my parents were upstairs and they were watching TV. I was in the basement because as a drummer, that's where I get kicked to. That's where all drummers get kicked to. Fun fact, I play the drums as well. And when I was doing that, my parents just heard thunk, thunk, thunk over and over. Good 10 minutes go by. They come downstairs to see what's going on because it didn't sound like my normal beat that I normally play, one of them. And yeah, there were dents in the wall. Still are. I put dents into the drywall with playing cards. It's bad. Alright. Chris Ramsey has a video on magician dad jokes. Are you serious? I've not made it to 4,000 quite yet. I'm at 38, so more than likely by the end of this live stream, I will be there. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so let's talk about this for a second. YouTube just redid their terms of service where now they can put ads on any video if the person is monetized or not. So I'm about to get monetized, but you guys might see ads on my videos and I can't control it and I'm not even getting paid for it at this point. So I'll let you know when I get monetized, but at this point you might see ads and there's no revenue coming into this guy for it. So feel free to skip them at this point. Later, when I get monetized, try not to skip them, help a brother out. You never know. Let's see. What we got next? Let's go with, oh, which one is this? Oh yeah, we're gonna save those. We gotta save those. So right here we have the Play Dead playing cards by Riffle Shuffle. So love the tuck box, super gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Ramsey's amazing. Chris Ramsey's amazing. So I wish he would go back, get away from his freaking puzzles and go back to Magic, but you know, whatever works for you, I guess. Let me know if you guys picked up the Chris Ramsey puzzle with Hanayama. Now, personally, I've never done puzzles. I don't think I ever will on this channel. But, yeah, this deck is awesome. This deck is super cool. Love this deck. And the court cards are, like, freaking so vivid. So cool. Love the court cards for this. But the way they did it with, like, all these strings and stuff, honestly, Yeah, a few too many puzzles. We're in agreement. Michael gets what I'm saying. Actually, another Riffle Shuffle deck, back to back. We're gonna go with. Oh no, why is that doing it? Stop messing up, fool. Come on now. There we go. Sweet. With the 1000 Cranes playing card, it's all about origami, fun wraparound design of an origami bird. So here's what the back design looks like. Again, super gorgeous deck. Hey, what's up, Exploring Space? Yeah, so court cards, honestly, I can't remember. This might have been in my top 5 court cards. If not, it really should have been. But they took all the court cards and made origami out of them. So where's another one? Let's try to find a king or a jack. Yeah, let's find a red one. Also, like all the numbers and stuff, everything is done in origami. So, like even the K and the heart, all origami. Looks great. The game console. I actually already looked at those. Those are right here. So that is the Final Life playing cards. Unfortunately, they did not get funded on Kickstarter. They are working on the V2s right now, and they look fantastic. Much more of a deck that I think people will actually go for. Yeah, definitely much more of an artistic deck. They are sold out everywhere. They're just gone. I got it like at the beginning. I remember at TCI had them at one point. I don't know if they have them anymore. That's where I got mine. I do not have the Trident playing cards. I am getting the Shield, I believe. I backed those on Kickstarter. It was my first purchase of cards in like 5 months. It's been crazy. I do have Luna Moon playing cards, which I'll show you guys in a second, but not yet. What are we going with? So, we're going to go with, holy crap, how many are we in? 20, 40, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 60, 65. Holy crap, y'all. We are 65 in. My hoodie's awesome. Thank you. If you guys want to pick up any of the merch, I'll leave the link there. There's masks and hoodies, t-shirts, pillows, mugs, whole 9 yards. When we get to Descendants playing cards, there's going to be Descendants playing cards merch as well, but only while the campaign is live. So we're going to have like some limited time merch there as well. That's just going to be kind of fun. Alrighty, we're going to go next with these right here. This is a gorgeous deck. The White Artisans. Now, I love like white and gold combos. Make a cap in that logo. I would make a hat, like a snapback or something, but the problem with it is I have to do a pre-order, and I don't think we have enough people that would want to buy, like, to where we'd have 100 decks sold, 100 caps sold right now. So eventually I'll end up doing that, because truth be told, I want one. But at the moment, I don't think we have a large enough following to do that. Because things like the hoodies, they can just print on the spot. The caps, they have to print 100 at least. So, yeah, it's just, you gotta have that back stock. And at the moment, I don't think we have that. I did from my old channel. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Yeah, so from my old channel, we had this bad boy. Bam. Now, the problem was I didn't really know what I was doing. I should have done it in white or something. But, yeah, this was what it looked like from the old channel. So, looked fantastic. I actually really like it still. Still wear it sometimes, but I am not really much of a hat guy. So, granted, do I think I could be with this? Frick yeah. I think I could rock a hat, but yeah, it's only YouTuber who made a video on the best decks. Thank you for that. Yeah, actually, my top 5 decks video, I don't remember if I've released that or not. I know I've recorded it. I don't remember what decks I've recorded. I've made so many top 5 decks videos in the last month. It's been insane. Yeah, so eventually I'll want to do this, but for the moment, don't have a large enough following. So, White Artisans, again, fantastic deck, looks great, Theory 11 deck, and the way this deck handles, just, see that? Come on now, just watch this. gorgeous, man. It's just, Chris Ramsey or Shin Lim? I'm gonna go Chris Ramsey. Why did I start a new YouTube channel? Because the last one was terminated. Yeah, that was unfortunate. White artisans are so elegant. Able to buy. Oh, you're from Canada. That's dope. Oh, I knew that. I don't know what. Man. David Blaine. No question. David Blaine's my all-time favorite magician. No matter who you say, David Blaine takes it. Yeah. Gorgeous deck. Alrighty. Here we go. White Regalias. Speaking of Shin Lim, know the deck by him. So White Regalias, again, gorgeous deck. I told you, I love white and gold combos. How many subscribers do I have? What do I have? 1.55? 1,500 something. Yeah, so you have to open it up by taking the box out of the first box using this tab right here. You can get rid of this. And then you take the cards out of the side here. And that comes out the side. And then you have the cards, which are embossed. You have embossed playing cards. The old channel had 450. Yeah, I think the old channel had 450. Yeah, the back design of this deck, gorgeous, done with embossed gold metallic ink. Gold and white, man, I'm telling you. Gold and white. This deck is just... And it handles great too, which you wouldn't think it would. It does make it a little bit thicker, but still handles like butter. Although it feels really weird, like if you try to do like under pressure or something, because of the embossing. So it kind of has like a ruffly feeling, but still, fantastic deck. I have seen that, yeah. When did I take up Magic? I'm debating, are Regalias worth the price? Do you know how much they are? I truly do not remember. I definitely get my fair share out of them. I would say for Regalias, it's a really... I need to remember that as well. Remind me to talk about the Magic thing. But I don't remember how much this deck is. You can definitely use this as a collector's deck. It's the only one that's ever been done like with this box design. And honestly, I'd definitely use it for Magic and cardistry. So, $25, yeah. Yeah, not really surprised by that. It makes sense, truth be told. At this point, I'm a broke college student, so I'm not going to pay that money. But I know a lot of people that would. So if you were to talk to somebody to know if it's worth it, someone who spends a lot more money on cards than I do, I would talk to Card Mechanic. He'd be a great guy to reach out to. And just a cool dude. But how did I get into Magic? When did I take it up? So, oh, it's $20. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. When did I take up Magic? It was, technically I was 6 when I saw my first magic trick. I actually did a tutorial on it. So, cool pop-up trick my dad showed me when I was 6. And then I kind of forgot about magic, honestly. Then I was about 13 or so. And I had no friends. I was super socially awkward. And, like, most people say, like, hi, my name's Elijah. Like, I couldn't do that because, like, it just scared me half to death. So what I would do is I would say, hi, pick a card. And that was my way of kind of compensating and kind of my way to break the norm. So I didn't have to technically introduce myself, and the cards would kind of introduce myself for me. And then I got to the point to where I wouldn't have to introduce myself, and people would ask me, hey, can you do a magic trick? So now I'm getting to the point to where now people are introducing themselves to me through this medium, right? That was how I started, and then that was when I was in 8th grade. And I kind of got into it then. That was when I started my original channel. And then it's been the last probably 2.5 years is when I've really just decided to really dive in head over heels for Magic. And cardistry and playing cards and everything. My favorite deck, I'm going to get into that later. So I'm actually giving away my favorite and second deck, but that's at the end of the video. $13.95 right now. off of his site. $13.95. Holy crap. $13.95. Yeah, y'all gotta pick that up. Yeah, pick that. $13.95. Yes, that is definitely worth it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, $13.95, no question, get that deck. Where are we going now? We are going over here. So, one of my favorite handling decks, I've told, this was in my top 5. I know you guys haven't seen it, but it's okay. Play Cards by Doc's Playing Cards. So, what's a good average price for a deck of cards that you would be willing to get? I'd probably, a good middle of the line for something that's not going to be too expensive is about $10. If you're going to go on the more cheap side, for most knock decks and things like that, you're going to find about $7, maybe $8, and more on the expensive side, you're going to get to about $15. If you want to go over 20, now you're getting crazy. Yeah, so you're getting that $10 to $15 range is where most people buy cards. So play cards, honestly, like, back design isn't anything crazy. Standards are, like, it's just standard. Arco faces, everything's pretty much normal, right? Blank card and a double backer. Like, it's pretty much standard, but for the most part, you're going to find that this deck just, you're going to talk about handling. Oh my gosh. This deck just, I love the way this deck handles. I really do. And I have some flourishes like this one and a couple others. That's actually a false cut, fun fact. Yeah, this deck just, it handles beautifully. Handles beautifully. I haven't tried ATM with it. I haven't done ATM in so long. That wasn't bad. It's been a long time since I've tried that. ATM has been a long while. Yeah, definitely deck I would pick up if you can find it. Also, if you find it, let me know where you find it, because I'm going to pick up more, because this deck, I got it years ago. Great deck. Okay, now. Right there. Sweet. Okay, we're going to go with the Golden Knox, the Fort Knox. There we go. My favorite trick, we're going to be doing a Q&A video at the end, so I'll probably be answering more then. Yeah, so again, just standard knocks, standard, like your marking system for suits. Yeah, knock decks are just fantastic. Their standard faces look great. Just everything being vibrant and easy to work with, and tuck box is done completely in gold. So it's pretty much a standard. I'd say hi to whatever your name is, but I'm not sure what it is. Alright, that is not the one I meant to grab. Red High Victorians. Now, the reason this isn't over there with the green High Victorians is because I like the back design. Yeah, so, first of all, Theory 11 and tuck boxes, as we all know, is gorgeous. And the back design is actually in red. Hallelujah, because the other ones, the greens were in black and it was weird. Hey, what's up? Thank you. This is my first live stream. Yes, it is. I think I might start doing more of them. So, like, some of the ideas that I've had is, like, can I do 1,000 card springs while hula hooping or something weird like that. So, clickbait in real life. Which part's clickbait? I don't like clickbait. How many are left? Oof. 20, 30, 31 left. Yeah, the green one. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, it really was clickbait. It was ridiculous. Either way, I really do like this deck. This deck was exclusively sold at Target, which I thought was kind of odd, which is the reason it's red. But yeah, I definitely love this deck. Yeah, this deck is just beautiful. It looks good. It feels good. Not a big fan of the faces. The faces got some issues. I like the aces, but the court cards, like, that's a queen. What? That doesn't look like a queen. Like the 4s look like 4s. The aces, like ace of spades, looks like the ace of spades. Then the court cards are just wacky. I do not know the CardCutz. Ramsey or Blaine? David Blaine. No question. No question. Yeah. Cheap price. Awesome deck. I believe I picked it up for $10, I think. We're going to go with the, what is this, Snackers V2. Right here, Snackers V2 by OPC. Love OPC. If you guys know where to get some of like the original stickers, because I only have the third and fourth ones. I missed out on the first 2 drops. So if you guys know how to get the first 2, I would love to know that. Yeah, so again, simple back design, looks great. Fun. The tuck boxes and the court cards are my favorite parts. So like the nutrition label is going to say things like, instead of like ingredients, you're going to have paper, premium stock, linen finish, cellophane wrap, blueberry puree, corn syrup, right? So some of the things are like corn syrup, but some of them are how they printed the deck, which is fun. Yeah, so it's just a fun way of doing it. And then the court cards, if you haven't seen the review, is just super fun. It's like every court card will say this one right here is him eating a blackberry. This one right here is him drinking blackberry tea, right? So every court card somehow fits the theme, and it's awesome. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I don't have any summer knocks, no. What the? Vitamin A, C, and E. I never noticed that. Oh my gosh. Vitamin A, C, and E for ace. That just blew my mind. That just blew. That is awesome. Wow. Yes, blackberry tea. And no, I don't have any Best Cards Live decks. I just turned 20 today. Yeah, Lucas, me and another guy in the chat, David Murphy, both just turned, well, he didn't turn 20, but we have the same, it's both of our birthdays. No offense to you, old man. Let's see, where are we at? Did you turn 50 today? David, if you're still in the chat, did you turn 50? Yeah, I was right. Ha! Got it. There's not a ton up here, but every once in a while I will remember something. Alrighty, next. Cherry Casino playing cards. So, I haven't actually gone over these yet. I completed 20 years. That's a funny way of saying that. Yeah, thanks guys. So, Cherry Casinos, first of all, gorgeous tuck boxes, always. Love cherries. Firstly, the back design, if you fan them, it's like the reverse of a broken border, so you still get that cigar band, but the border's still there. So it's just a cool way of doing that. Packet cuts and everything is going to look great. They come in mnemonic stack, so I'm in the process of memorizing it. I'm 34 in. I think I'm 34 in. Yeah, so working on these currently, trying to be able to get that done. My goal is to be able to have it done like really, really down halfway through 2021. I'm not bothered by taking a long time because I want to have it actually down. Thank you guys. Yeah, cherries are awesome. Another fun thing about cherries is that they're on like a premium stock, but they're not crushed. And then the pink ones, which I'm going to get to in a second, are the only Cherry Casino deck that are crushed. Fun fact. You can't get the 52nd card? That is tough. Wish playing cards. Oh, that's by like Mr. Magician or something. Yeah, he's gonna end up sending me a deck from those. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna head over here. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna end up reviewing Wish playing cards. I do know size 7 stack. Yeah, I actually did a tutorial on size 7 stack and a trick on how to use it. Super easy stack. So if you're a beginner and you want to like learn some card stack, size 7 is the way to go. So this is, we have the Tally-Ho Circle Back from CardCutz of 2018. Pick this deck up. I think it's only 1,000 printed. People got mad at me when I opened it up, but truth be told, I'm not going to get cards just to let them sit there. So if you don't like it, not my problem. Yeah, I know the pre-order is done for the Wish deck, but they already said they're sending me one, so it's fine. So back design looks like Tally-Ho's, but again, just gorgeous, gorgeous back design. Yeah, so no matter which way you fan it, it's gonna fan great. Yeah, see, there's no problem with opening up a cool deck. Yeah, size 7's fantastic. Yeah, this deck just looks great. Let's see what happens when you do some Cascade or something. I don't know. Yeah, looks great. This is why you don't look at a camera when you're trying to do Cascade. There we go. Do I prefer the fan backs or the circle backs? Ooh. I'm gonna go circle backs. Oh, giant fan? Yeah. You've got it. So hopefully if I try to do this vertically, they won't all fall out. But we're going to find out now. Yep, I'm not going to do that vertically. I'm going to do this flat. This is what I thought that would happen. Alright. Also, if do you guys want me to do more live streams? I'm having a blast doing this, but if you guys are getting bored or something, yeah. Gorgeous giant fan. Looks fantastic. Yeah, more live streams. I'd be fine with it. I've got no problems with it. Maybe do yeah, Memento Mori, that is coming up. I do not have Tycoons. Let's see. Do I have any deck wallets? I do not have it. Truth be told, I don't have a single one. I haven't looked into the Bart Harding stack. I know that actually these 3D playing cards came in Bart Harding stack. Fun fact. So if you know Bart Harding stack, pick up those. Actually, speaking of it, if you want the 3D playing cards, you can go to the website and use code cardperfectmagician, and I believe you get 10% off. Yeah. So 3D playing cards, you can get 10% off using code cardperfectmagician if you go to their website. So fun fact about that. That actually just happened yesterday. So before there were no discount codes, and now you can get them for 10% off. So fun fact, and that uses the Bart Harding system. Oh boy, this deck is gorgeous. Oh my word. If you want to talk about tuck boxes, so good. Am I going to get the first V4s? I'm not sure yet. What about Obique? That's coming up. Yeah, you won't have to worry about that. First V4s, let's see. Back from straight to our stream. Let's go! Glad you're back, man. Glad you're back. I'm not sure about the first V4s, honestly. Truth be told, I am not sure. Once I see the back design, then I'll know. I'm not just going to buy something like Jazz Stripes or Cherry. Depends on the cherries. Depends on the cherries. Yeah, so first off, this is definitely my top 5 tuck boxes. It looks like a freaking book, right? So that's gorgeous. It looks like a book, and then the other 3 sides are like the freaking pages. So I actually went over and did like a photo shoot at our library, and I looked like I was like taking this off the shelf. I was just being stupid. Yeah, it was fun. Red or black? I don't have the black cherries. I want the black cherries. I only have the red ones currently. Yeah, Darren Brown. Oh. I want the Olympians. I don't have those yet, though. It's kind of sad. Back design looks gorgeous. It's not marked, though. So, I was like, when you hear somebody like Darren Brown making a deck of cards, you're going to think there's going to be like a lot of secrets to it, like a marking system or reveals or like a secret code or something fun like that, like the Neil Patrick Harris playing cards, right? which I want and don't have at this point, so I do plan on getting those as well. But, like Chris Ramsey made a video on how he solved that. But, there's literally not a single thing above and beyond on that, so it was kind of sad. Oh yeah, I'm a Percy Jackson fan. How did you know that? Oh, we're talking about the Olympians. Yeah, love Percy Jackson. Got into like Greek mythology for a while. Like clearly it's not what I agree with like actually, but the mythology behind it, the stories are really fun. I love like superhero type deals. I love Marvel. Way more Marvel than a DC guy, although I've seen them all. But yeah, I love superheroes. So, like the Percy Jackson series was fun. The second movie sucked. I was like, I've read all the books. Fantastic. I don't even read books. I don't even read books, but I read all the Percy Jackson series. So, favorite Greek god is Hades. What on earth? How could it be Hades? He's like, oh boy, y'all need help. Oh, this is hard. Okay, so I gotta choose between the avocados and the Series BV3. Crap. Why did I do this to myself? Oh boy. Trials of Power Book 5. Yeah, I did. Read all those. Do I have bicycle unicorn cards? I do. Actually, they are right here. I don't understand the hype about them. I'm glad you like them. Actually, Series BB3. Let's see. What number are we on? So, 20, 40, 60, 70, 72, 74, and we are 3/4 done. 75% done, y'all. That's crazy. All right, let's go. Rolling avocados. So avocados playing cards. So you actually get 2 tuck boxes when you order these. You had to buy them in 2s. So you actually get it like this. So like you have the avocado here, and then you open it up, and the pit's on that side. So cool way of doing that. The one with the pit is the one I usually keep over here. And then I usually put this over in just my shelf. So, again, gorgeous tuck box, done beautifully. Back design is gorgeous. There's so many cool things about this deck. Let's see. Who's my favorite Avenger? Yours is Thor? Iron Man, no question. No question. Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man, no question. He just, like, the way he carries himself is super cool. Now, do I agree with him morally? No, of course not, but super cool. Like, I love the different gadgets and stuff, like the AI, and super cool. So, a couple fun things that come with this deck is a double backer, but on the other side, one of the pits is taken out, so that's just kind of fun. Court cards are, again, gorgeous. I did a full review of this deck, so if you guys want to check it out, you can. My favorite deck, I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm actually giving it away, my top 2 favorite decks. So my number 1 and my number 2 favorite decks, out of all 102 of these, I'm giving away at the end of this live stream. So you guys can hopefully win 2 free decks. And it's not just me giving it away, it's actually me and Rare playing cards. A close-up magician. That's funny. Actually, that's not true. That one's not my favorite. Okay, we're going to go with the Series B V3. So, gorgeous tuck box. This deck comes in a mnemonic stack as well. So, fun fact, mnemonic stack again. But this time the 7 of Hearts is flipped upside down. So that's just fun. Yeah, he did. The Robin Hood deck is awesome. I plan on getting that one eventually. So, I actually have a friend hooking me up with that. So, this deck, like, handling-wise, it's USPC, handles great, back design, gorgeous. Yeah, well said. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So, comes in Mnemonica stack, has tons of fun things that go along with it. Where's the court cards at? Yeah, so here's a red court card. Again, looks beautiful. Where's the blue one? Oh, where are you guys at? There you are. Yeah, so honestly, just gorgeous deck, gorgeous box. Got nothing wrong with it. Honestly, just feels great. Yeah, what time is it? 10:49. Wow, it's 10:49? Wow. Hey, you're good. You gotta be back in a few minutes. Hey, look, if you guys have to go back, come back, you guys have to leave totally, look, you guys aren't offending me. You guys will be okay, right? Like, we're still gonna be friends. Yeah, I haven't actually handled it, so I don't know. Okay, we're gonna head over here. Cardistry Fanning Deck by, was it Bacopo? Yeah, thought so. Comes with a couple extra cards, so you get one of these and one of those. Which, do you guys know what decks these come from? So that's gonna be number 1, and this one is number 2. So if you guys know what decks those come from, let me know in the chat. Yeah, artistic decks are just cool. And this deck, fanning wise, I believe for the giant fan video that I did a tutorial on, this is actually the deck I did the thumbnail with. You're good, man. Yeah, so this deck, like, it's just a gorgeous one. And even the faces are the same way, right? Right, the faces are the same thing. Gorgeous, gorgeous one. If you guys remember what either of these are, so the blue and black one will be number 1, the pink and other one is going to be number 2. So, if you guys remember what either of those are, let me know. Alright, how many are we in? A lot. Let's see. 50, 60, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 77! Come on now, y'all. We're killing it. Oh, yeah. White Knights. This one. Cannot wait to review this deck. Love these cards. So, tuck box done with a matte stock. Again, white and gold. White and gold. There's something about it, man. It's just so clean, man. It's just so clean. Pity of the cards sold out. Well done. I don't know if we can be friends now. No, it's plain. So, yeah, this deck is just gorgeous. I wish there was more contrast with it. But a deck all around chess. I love the jokers to it. When I recorded this, the jokers are done in pointillism, and I make pointillism art pieces. Working on one now. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love pointillism. Pointillism is art with dots. So if that video hasn't dropped, or if it has, definitely go check that out. Check out the art piece that I did. And then the rest of it is done, like even Daniel Madison's on this one, but it's all done with the gold. So again, it has the 9 of Clubs reveal. Yeah, so done by Illusionist. Great deck of cards. Love it. It's KWP. They're marked? I don't think this deck's marked. This deck's marked? No, y'all are lying to me. Whoa, hold up. This deck's marked. What the heck? I did not even realize that. This is why you perform a riffle test. Great, now I know what I'm doing later. Huh, man, that just blew my mind. Alright, so now, later, I'm figuring this out. I'm just going to set that off to the side. That is, wow, that's awesome. Memento Mori playing cards. Gorgeous deck, for those of you who don't know. Chris Ramsey did this deck. Him and, who is it? Murphy's Magic. That's who it was. Okay, so him and Murphy's Magic. And this is actually a render of his face, which is kind of cool. That's just gorgeous. And the court cards. Jeez. I love a good deck that has court cards like that, man. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Handles great. Nothing to complain about. Where are we headed? Alright, heading back over this side. Yeah. Oh, your first non-buy purchase. That's dope. Right here at the B Club Special, this is the blue deck. Love this one way more than the reds. Yeah, if you're wanting a deck to hide slights, second deal, bottom deal, different things like that, yeah, this is the deck. Seriously, you cannot ever get caught with this deck. You can be the most blatant, just like, it's awesome. Hey, welcome back, my guy. Yeah, you can be as obvious as you want with this deck, and no one can catch your slights. It's awesome. Now, it's really not like a street magic type deck, but if you're just like at a card table doing parlor magic, something like that, pick it up. Head over this way. Parlor playing cards. The Parlor deck by the Gentleman Wake. His Kickstarter got funded in 4 minutes, which is insane, although I didn't pick it up. Let's look at the tuck box first. Gorgeous tuck box. Absolutely love it. Just the embossing, the gold, the colors. I only have the blues, although the blues and the reds are both 10% off. The blacks are sold out, I believe. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so this was the last deck from Cardamundi that was printed on this stock, which is so sad because this stock is just beautiful. It's to the point to where if this stock still would have been there, I debated going with Cardamundi for Descendants playing cards. So, like, this stock is just so soft. So, if you want a really just, like, the closest thing I can think of to this kind of stock is, like, the slow hands playing cards. So, if you guys have slow hands, this would be a close call to that. But imagine, like, if slow hands got more buttery, that would be this deck. So, honestly, this deck is just, it's gorgeous. It's so soft, man. It's so soft. It's so soft. Cool reveal on it. Multiple reveals, like 2 or 3. Again, awesome deck. Love getting decks from someone who actually reviews cards. Derek Grimes, Gentleman Wake, people like that. Can't wait for Card Mechanic. Someone like in those areas. Like if Magic Orthodoxy came out with a deck, I just think that'd be really cool because people like us have put a lot of time into figuring out what's good and what's bad and what we like and what other people like to really know how it works. So I love when people who review cards come out with their own decks. What are we doing now? So we are going with Remedies playing cards. Gorgeous deck. I disagree with what it says on the inside of the tuck flap. It says we cannot recover from who we are, which I disagree with, but that's okay. I definitely think we can recover. Simple back design. Looks great. Handles. Fantastic. USPCC. Not a thick deck. Just standard. But, yeah. It just handles great. Anything by Daniel Madison, although this is the only deck that I have from him, I've heard is just fantastic. I'm definitely planning on picking up some Madison decks. Do you guys have any Madison decks? Or, like, what Madison decks should I pick up? Like, I know a lot of people have them, but I just don't yet. So, if I should pick up a Madison deck, which one should I pick up? Cool, fun things about this deck. 1, duplicate jokers. Another one is this Ace of Spades. So, you get, like, your normal Ace of Spades, and then you get one that has that on the back. So, what is the name of that effect? Crap, I cannot remember. But, cool effect that you can do with that one. And then you also have on both of the kings reveals for both of them. So Daniel Snyder's on the one doing his reveal. Angle Z, thank you. Yeah. And then Daniel Madison has his 9 of clubs, while Daniel Snyder has his 2 of diamonds. So you get 2 reveals. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I have Remedies, just showed those. Rounders. Okay, I was thinking picking up the the gold rounders, because again, I'm a sucker for gold and white, man. Yeah. Head over to Series BV2, and don't forget that at the end of this video, we're giving away my top 2 favorite decks. But oh yeah, advocates do look cool. They're a little bit simple for me, but yeah. Series BV2, again, gorgeous tuck box. I do like this one a little bit more because of the amount of contrast, but I do know a lot of people who like the V3s. Just gorgeous deck. Gorgeous deck. This one just has a little bit over it, personally. But court cards are going to look like this. It has all of the colors in it. And then, where are we at now? 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. There you go. Yeah. So again, court cards are gonna look great. Where's the ace? I don't know why this is in here, because that's not one of a design that's actually come out. Where's the ace of spades at? Am I losing my mind? Ace of clubs. There it is. Yep. So again, just gorgeous deck. Yes, this is the V2. Oh, I have not actually checked out the dealers. I've seen them before, I just haven't really looked into it. Yeah, let's put that back up. It's gonna drive me crazy. So let's work on Slow Hands by my good buddy Kier Gomes. So this is another one that was done by a fellow card reviewer. Again, it's meant to be like an intro to sleight of hand. So if you don't want the bicycle deck, but you want a bicycle deck feel, just with some extra perks, this is one. So one's a little bit thicker, so your cards are going to last longer. Has just a slight hint of a one-way design. So the shell in the middle is going to look great. Yeah, like the amount of specs on this deck. Reveal, like a 3 of clubs reveal on the jokers, extra 3 of clubs, and it's just like, it just handles fantastically. Like 84, I think. Yeah, somewhere around 84. Headed over this way to grab the Purple Monarchs. Actually, the deck review with the most views, with like 5,000 or something. So Purple Monarchs, love Monarch playing cards, just gorgeous playing cards. Yeah, again, Monarchs are gorgeous, faces are standard. So if you're wanting a deck to go on like do Street Magic with, or go and do like these, this is a deck that you can do Magic with in any setting. If you do Magic, Street Magic, or Parlor Magic, or Stage Magic, like any type of Magic that you want to do, I see no problem using this deck. This is, ooh, that's a tough one. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite all-around decks for Magic. Yeah, like not just all-around decks in general, but like all-around for Magic that you can do in any Magic setting. This might be number 1. Yeah, it is really satisfying. Oh, that is evil, dagnabbit. Crap. Why did I do that to myself? Here, I'll go with this next. So next we got Jazz Stripes. I don't know if you know how to open that, but it opens up like that, which is just kind of dope. And then back design, gorgeous, right? So printed by Got Magic. Feels a little bit more of a snappy version of the Slow Hands. Like same kind of softness to it, but a little bit more snappy. Yeah, just gorgeous looking deck. Yeah, there's not much like a Jazz Stripes fan. I think they're $15. My favorite Theory 11 deck. Ooh, that's a tough one. We are doing a Q&A at the end of this, but crap, I don't know. Talk to me at the end of it. Orbit V6 right here. Gorgeous deck. This one is not marked, but it does have a broken border, which looks great. Let's see. Handles great. Circle back design. Again, it just, if you're wanting a cardistry deck, Like the Orbit V6 Jam, if you haven't seen it, go watch it because it was like a half an hour and just on point. Yeah, the Orbit V6 Jam, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. They absolutely killed that. Yeah. Yeah, not a ton of things that I can even say about this deck that just is wrong. It's just a great deck. It really is. It's just a great deck. That's really about it. You like the blue orb deck. If you're talking about the dark blue, you might be talking about, like the light blue is the V5s. If you're talking about the bluish purple, could be talking about maybe the V7s, or the really dark blue, which would probably be the V1s or the CC1s. I don't know. Now headed over here, we have the Turtle Bay playing cards. Now, the navy blue, I think the CC1s. Yeah. Okay, Studio. Yo, it's been a long time since I've seen you over here. Yeah, Turtle Bay, gorgeous deck. My number 2 for handling. My number 1 overall for handling is my number 2 overall deck. Yeah, but number 2 for handling overall handles like a charm. Marked deck, so fully marked if you want to check this out. They are available. They fully funded on Kickstarter. So great deck. It is just a fantastic number 2 overall deck in my collection for handling. Yeah. Yeah, it is a sick marking system. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, it just handles like butter. Handles amazingly. If you want a deck that has a cool marking system and it just feels so good. It has a great balance between snappy and buttery. It really just, yeah, it just glides like butter. It really does. But it's crazy that it can glide like butter like this, but it still is as snappy as it is. Like, it's definitely still thinner. Yeah. It's just a great deck, which is why it's so high on the list. The amount of things that come with this deck, including like 7 of Spades reveal and the marking system and everything else. Fantastic deck. What do we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Number 14, about to our top 10. I'm not sure where we can find Turtle Bay. I can reach out to them on Instagram, or you could. If you leave me a comment, not like in the stream, but actually in the comment section, and you remind me to do that, I'll see if I can find out where that is. You can probably check out, because like they want to sell their stuff, so I'd probably head over to their Instagram page and check out the link in the bio personally. And if not, just DM them. Yeah, but at number 14, I think I just said, Luna Moon playing cards. So take off the top like this, and then just clearly, this is the kind of deck that Rise Magic will do their stuff with. Yeah. Is it on Patreon? Is what on Patreon? I have not done a review for this one. Yes, I did do a review for this one. I did do a review for this one. And Turtle Bay, yes. I've done a review on both Turtle Bay and this deck. Now, when I did the review on Turtle Bay, they were on Kickstarter. So that's not quite right. But, yeah, so gorgeous deck. The cards look great. Personally, like, super cool purple. And then the faces kind of like that as well. So, awesome deck. Definitely would not pass this up if I were you. If you're wanting a cool deck, this was my number 1 tuck box in my whole collection. So, super cool. Coming in at number 13, Cherry Casino Pinks. Yeah, super cool faces. Cherry Casino Pinks, the reason this deck comes in, I'm not as big of a fan as the color as I like the blues. Yes, I did do the Gentleman Bicycle deck. That was right here. Gentleman Bicycles. But the reason I like this deck a little bit more is because this is the only crushed deck out of all of the Cherry Casino playing cards. So it's a little bit softer. It's slightly thinner. It handles a little bit better. It's okay. You can just go back. Just basically the only thing you need to know for the Gentleman Bicycle deck is the court cards. So check out the show to you real quick. I can go back real quick. So basically the only thing you need to see is the court cards, and that the back design is red instead of being gold like the rest of it. So you get red and gold. Weird, I know. But yeah, so here's one of the courts, which is in red, and then the other one being in black. So it has like a cool like 1920s vibe, which I like. Yeah, no problem. I'm here anyway, so might as well help you guys out. Let's see. Right here we have the Mono X deck by Luke Wadey. First off, super cool dude. Yeah. I'm not as big of a fan as the color because there's not as much contrast between the pink and the white as I'd like. I wish they're more of a vibrant pink. But, yeah, love the way they handle. How'd you get in? Oh my gosh. I was actually about to answer that question, and then I realized it was a joke. Oh, I don't remember if the Mono X deck was on this channel or the old one. I'm not sure. You might just check through my reviews, honestly. I don't remember. So, Mono X deck looks super dope. Back design, technically there's no X there. It's the black lines that make it look like there's an X, which is a super cool idea. And then the court cards are done like a faded gray. So everything is like dark, like blacks and grays. And then they fan cool as well. So, again, fantastic deck. Love the back design. Back design is really what makes this deck for me. Love black and white. Does look kind of like a typewriter. Luke Wadey kills it. Luke Wadey killed it. Over here, what is this? How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, at number 11, we're about to get into the top 10. At number 11, David Blaine's Skull and Bones Private Reserve. So first of all, tuck box is gorgeous, done by David Blaine. Looks great. Hey, what's up, Beth? So the reason I'm not a big of a fan of this, there's a couple reasons, but I love this deck. One, back design looks great and is fully marked. David Blaine deck. Yeah, makes sense that it's your favorite David Blaine deck. It's my favorite out of the ones I have. No, that's not true. That's not true. Fully marked, and took me forever to learn it. So if you guys want to learn how it's marked deck, I have that as well. Gatorbacks is what my other one is. Fully marked deck. The Jokers give a clue onto it. Few reveals. This deck at number 11. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth to our top 10. For the ones that I went to. Yeah. So at number 10, we have the Circus playing cards. I love the way this deck fits a theme, right? So Circus playing cards, there's the tent. Makes sense, right? So back design is the tent for the Circus playing cards. And a gorgeous fan. That's horrible. Michael, that is so bad. That is so bad. Oh my word, that is so bad. That's awesome. Yeah, so I just love the way that the whole deck fits the theme. Like, everything you see in this deck makes you think of the circus, right? There's not a single thing, like, even like, let's take a court card, right? And no matter what court card you grab, like, it's just completely random. Every one makes you think of the circus. The theme of this deck is just so well executed. You had to counter with the dad jokes. Yeah. Oh my word. I'm a dad at 20. Like, I'm not actually dad because I don't have kids, but my dad jokes, I'm just saying. Oh, let's head over here. Number 10. Number 9, Orbit V7s. Now, Orbit V7s, super dope deck. Again, just beautiful. But this one is not one that has a broken border because this is a marked deck. So, it looks great in cardistry moves. It's like doing packet cuts or whatever you're going to do. It's going to look great. But at the same time, it is a marked deck. So, let's just take the first one. 8 of clubs. Bam. Right? And it's one of the easiest decks to read. because it's a reader's deck, but you'd never know it. So, seriously, if you want an Orbit deck, these in the V5s, I believe that these are not sold out below, and they are 10% off. So if you want to check these out, again, all the ones on this side, so this row, and this row, are all 10% off, at least, even without the sale that's going on, the Black Friday sale. So, at number 8, Black Roses Club Special playing cards. This deck is awesome. It comes in a stack that's all the reds and then all the blacks. So you can use that for an Out of This World card trick. And then if you reverse the deck, like one at a time, and then do a Perfect Pharaoh, it's then a Mnemonica. So the combination between those two is just really fun. Again, super simple back design. Looks great when fanning. If you do it wide enough. So like, because it has like a small border. Blank card looks great. It's simple and elegant, really. That's really it. It's simple, elegant, and comes great out of the box. Can I show the quartz? Yeah. They're mostly standard. I mean, a couple of them have a couple extra things. So like this one, she's holding an iPhone. This one is holding a foam finger. Where's another one? The Daniel Madison, which you guys have seen 100 times. That one's standard. Yeah, standard. This one's not standard. She's holding a black rose. I did do a review on this deck, so if you guys want to check it out. But, yeah, if you want to see all the quartz or any of these, like, really just about all of these. That's so bad. Oh, my word. You guys and your puns today, your jokes have been on point and horrible at the same time. It's been amazing. Crap. Number 7. Alright, number 7. David Blaine's Gold Gatorbacks. First off, the metallic is just gorgeous. Beautiful. Tuck box. Look at this. Matte stock. The way that thing reflects is just... This deck handles like a charm. Super soft. Just handles great, honestly. Handles great. Yeah, it's gold. Yeah, Gatorbacks are just amazing, honestly. Standard faces for the most part. Like, there's a few things that changed. I wish that the any of the Jokers would have been something different, but all 4 Jokers are not really anything. Kind of a wasted space there, just kind of artistic, and that's it. Queen of Spades has an Ace of Hearts reveal. But for the most part, faces are standard. 4 Jokers that don't matter. And the back design, which is gorgeous. Yeah, it really does look really good. Imagine if it was real gold. Dude, do you know how many decks I would have bought of this thing? This would not have been the only one. Honestly, let's be real. I wouldn't have been able to afford them. Alrighty. Number 6, we have the standard Oblique playing cards. This is one of the decks that we're giving away. So the Oblique standard playing cards. This is one of the decks that you will win. So let's look at this, because this is a part of the giveaway. So I'm going to set this up there in a second. So Oblique playing cards, gorgeous tuck box, back design. It just flares, man. It just, like you get the broken border here. Like the ink splotches, it's just vibrant popping colors. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it, because one of you guys are going to win this deck. And it will be, I'll get to that when I get to the actual giveaway part. And then the court cards look like they all glitched, which I love them. Love the court cards. The number cards have all been customized as well. What else have I not shown you guys? Jokers. Yep, so Jokers look great. And they have some of the hands from the court cards. The winner is not going to be announced in the live stream. That's when I'm going to be telling you guys all about it. The winner is going to be announced on Christmas, so that'll be kind of fun. Cool art deck. Cool art piece here as well. That's just kind of fun. Yeah, so that's really about all I can say about this, but you can check out the full review. Yeah, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful deck. Yeah, even if you guys don't win it, you guys should pick it up because it's just awesome. So I'm going to set this, we're going to set it right there. Oh, let me move this thing out the way. We're going to set this here. Bam. So that is one of the decks you guys can win. We're going to find out the other one in a second. We're on to our top 5. So, at number 5, Virtuoso Fall Winter 17 playing cards. Such a beautiful deck. And this deck is available at 10% off. So, again, beautiful deck. Checking out this is just gorgeous. Yes, we are going to talk about the secret shelf at the end of it. We're not going to talk a ton about it, but I'm going to show you more than I've shown anyone else. Yeah, super fun. This deck is amazing. If you like cardistry and you don't have any deck of Virtuosos, you're an idiot. Sorry about it. That's really just the way it is. This is the thinnest deck that I own, so it feels great for any cardistry moves. Fans great both ways. Giant fans, Cascade, all of it just looks great. So Cascade is this is my favorite deck to do Cascade with. Let me just show you that real quick. Pharaoh's like butter. Yeah. When's the giveaway announced? We're talking about it at the end of the video, and then the winner will be announced. It is $25, but it is 10% off at the moment. Plus, it'll be I believe 20% off on like the last week of this month for their Black Friday sale, because the whole store is going 20% off. And then the last 4 cards to story, but let me see if I can find the order to this. You're gonna have to give me a second for that. There we go. Yeah, so then the last 4 cards do this. So you actually get a giant one of the cards using 4 cards. Yeah. Yeah, the stock, this is the thinnest stock I have. Oh, that makes sense. Shipping is very different from here and other places. Yeah. I do apologize for that. I don't know what to do for that, but I am sorry that that's what life dealt. Sorry, that's just another pun. Yeah. Let's go there. Next, we have the Squeezers V3. They're doing a mystery deck drop on Black Friday at midnight, which is fun. Yeah, Squeezers V3. Again, this is the first time using metallic ink on the tuck box and on the faces, which is fun. I love the contrast of this deck. So the colors, like with the blues and the oranges, looks great. I would not say that I'm famous all over the world. That is definitely an overstatement. I have 1,500 subscribers. I'm extremely grateful, but I don't think you can call me famous. Extremely grateful, but famous is, I don't know if I can call myself that. Yeah, I do think they should have added the blue color to the back. I could give you a free deck. Stay to the end of the video and we're giving away 2 of them. Legend in your own mind. Yeah, that's true. I'm a narcissist. I'll claim that. Just jokingly, though. I'm not actually. Yeah, but this deck, Pharaoh's like, I just pharaohed it, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's literally every other. It's just a beautiful deck. It fans and pharaohs one of my favorite handling. I'm not going to put a horrible handling deck in my top 5, right? Yeah. At number 4, I'm not going to have a crappy handling deck. It's one of the softest decks that I own. It's a premium stock. I can just look at that. Do you see how that thing is it? It's so easy. It really is. Oh my word, y'all are killing me. Bicycle cards are too costly in India. I believe you. Alright. Yeah. But Cards are beautiful. The court cards are amazing. Honestly, if you have a chance to check these out or find them anywhere, definitely do. The $12 mystery deck drop, I would pick them up if you have the opportunity. Definitely do. Get this thing back and rolling. Get this thing fixed. Sweet, there we go. All right, that was at number 4. At number 3, which a lot of people have mentioned already in this live stream, Orbit V5s. So Orbit V5s, my number 3 deck. Love this deck, really do. Love it, love it, love it. Such a beautiful deck. You cannot go wrong with Orbit V5s. A couple of things that I love. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, color is amazing. Like this blue is just gorgeous with the orange combo. The orange is then like a cigar band all the way around it. Handles amazingly, and it's kind of like a faded blue though. I don't know how they did this. Yeah, it is really hard to find them. But I don't know how they made a vibrant faded blue. It doesn't make sense, but they did it, and they killed it. Circle back is amazing. Quartz are just gorgeous. Did they use Arcos in this? Yeah, they use Arcos. But they changed the blacks for the light blue that they used in the faces on the back design. So, yeah. So honestly, just beautiful deck. Amazing, honestly. Definitely, if you can find them anywhere, 1, let me know where, because I can't find them anywhere. And 2, then, yeah, seriously, you can tell how much I've used this deck by the fact that I'm missing a tug flap. The tug box is completely beat up. Yeah, love this deck. Number 3. Alrighty, so the other version, we also have another oblique deck. So this is basically the same thing. Difference being, 1, this has a tuck seal, and 2, this is the gilded edition. So this deck was sold out just about everywhere. You can't hardly find this deck, but this is actually the deck that I did the tutorial for Under Pressure on. So Under Pressure being this move here. So if you look at it from this side, doing Under Pressure, or over the top or something, it just looks great. Yeah, great deck, love it. Number 2, and plus it really protects your deck, so you get to use it longer. Shh. Ah, sounds great. Oh, you changed your name. Also, your caps lock is on. Fair warning. For pressure spread, I have not done a tutorial on it. I could. They don't really feel weird. I mean, the sides kind of feel weird, because they're like if you're handling the deck, it's not gonna feel like the stock doesn't change. Like doing this isn't gonna feel any different, but the sides feel definitely a lot more smooth than what you're used to. So, like it just feels like you're rubbing on plastic. Really, I really like the feeling. Yeah, definitely the one we collabed on. Card Strategy has the 05s and the V6 last time. Oh, Card Strategy has the Orbit V5s and V6s. That's dope. And Rare Playing Cards has the V7s. So if you want the V5s, 6s, or 7s, you know where to get them. How about a double deal tutorial? Yeah, I can totally do that. I won't remember that unless you leave it in the comments, but the one-hand fan? Yeah. Look, if you guys want me to teach stuff, I'm totally down to teach it, but if you don't leave it in the comments after the live stream, I'm not going to remember. It's just what it is. So the other deck that we are giving away, because this is my number 1 deck, the Z deck. I got this deck used, and it's still my number 1, which is awesome. First of all, numbered seal. No, not numbered seal, but it says December Boys. Just gorgeous. And also, listen, this has to do with that, but we're going to get to that in a second. Let's start with this. So 4 double blank green cards, which is going to be great for card stream moves. And well, this is my last one to show. This is my number 1. This gorgeous, man. Seriously, look at that. right? I mean, seriously, there's nothing. Look at that. Come on now. Look at that. There's just. Bro, turn your caps lock off. I live in Indiana. Yeah, this deck fan's amazing. Cardistry, packet cuts. You're gonna find that yeah, it's just a great looking deck. This rest one's a little bit bigger. Yeah, just love this deck. So honestly, yeah, they do really look great. Fanning, great. If that's the one-hand fan you're talking about, then I have taught that. If you're talking about the full fan, I have not taught that yet. Yeah, so this deck, I cannot do that one. I'm going to pretend like I can. Y'all are killing me. Yeah, I probably should have turned off notifications on my phone. It's alright. Yeah, so we're going to pretend like I didn't just botch that. But let me show you a little bit about this deck. One, the court cards. I love how they put the back design in the court cards and the back design. Where's the other part? In the ace. So, like, back design just is a part of it. So, you just, like, for all the aces, back design is just in it, which is just really cool, for the black ones at least. Which both of those things you will see in Descendants playing cards. Yeah. No, that wasn't your notification, that was mine. So I'm going to leave these cards here for a second. Now, what is this? What is that, right? I know you guys heard that as well. So that is a magnet. Now, why is there a magnet? Yeah, it's for a green screen. Why is there a magnet inside of my tuck box? Well, what you'll realize is this has to do with the shelf. So I'm going to show you guys this after the giveaway. So just for the people who actually care. Because if you don't care, I'm fine. I'm not scared. I'm not stressed. But we're going to set this about there. So those are the two decks we are giving away. Set this over here. All right. So now that you know what the prize is, now you want to know what to do to win, right? That's why you're here. So if you are wanting to win the Obique playing cards and the Z deck, here's what you have to do. Now, there's 3 ways to get entries. The first way to get an entry, okay? Wait till this live stream's over and comment down below. After you have subscribed, you have to ring the bell and hit the like button. So subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, and then comment down below. And it doesn't matter what it is. Now, only comment once, because if you comment more than once, then I'll explain in a second. Because the second way, if you want a second entry, you can head over to Instagram. Goodness gracious. People these days. This is why you shouldn't use your phone for live streaming. If you want a second entry, you can head over to Instagram and check out both mine and Rare Playing Cards our Instagram handles. You can follow both of us and then comment your Instagram and you're set. So in the comment you left, you just have to comment your Instagram and follow both of us. So I'm at cardperfectmagician and they're at Rare Playing Cards. So you can just follow both of us and you're set. So that's how you do that. If you just want to, if you want to follow the other Instagram profiles I have, this wouldn't be a part of the giveaway, just if you want to. Yeah, I feel you, dude. What's my age? I am 20. I just turned 20 today. If you want to just follow the other ones, it's at Descendants Playing Cards, which is the deck of playing cards that I am creating, and then at Elijah David Myers, which is my personal one. Awesome, guys. So then the other way you can get entries. So the first way, with the subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, and comments, that is one entry. The following both of us on Instagram and commenting your Instagram tag, that is a second entry. And the way to get between 1 and 10 entries is to head over to Patreon. So no matter however many entries you get on Patreon is how many entries you'll get here. So if you get 1 entry to the giveaway on Patreon, because we do a monthly giveaway there, you'll get 1 entry here. If you do 3 entries on Patreon, you get 3 entries here, right? So head over there, check that out. And then once we get to 10, I'm giving my first 10 patrons a free deck of cards on top of the insane monthly giveaway that we do every month anyways. Yeah. A couple of fun like FAQs that you guys probably have. I'm going to look through those real quick. Yeah, so the prizes are the Z deck by December Boys and Obique playing cards by CardCutz. How can you get them if you don't win? You can get them in the comment section in the description below for 10% off. The giveaway ends at 11 o'clock on December 20th. So if you haven't done these things before then, like if you become a patron after that time, or if you comment after that time, follow us after that time, then it's over. Sorry. The winner will be announced on Christmas Day, so that'll be just like a fun Merry Christmas present to you guys. And the winner, once I announce it, has 1 week before the new winner is chosen. So I will do that at that point. I'll give it to somebody else. And if you're the only, let's see, if you're only using the first method to get entries, how many times can you comment? You can only comment 1 time. To get more entries, use the other 2 ways. Yeah, and then a couple of things I wanted to mention. One, that you can pick up the merch in the description. The Patreon's in the description, so you guys can check that out. The Instagram's in the description. You guys don't have to worry about any of those things. I left everything you guys need to know down there, so you guys don't have to worry about it. I did put the giveaway things in the description, so you guys can check it out. Di Vernon or Daniel Madison. Di Vernon slights Daniel Madison personality. Somebody asked for my address. Huh. I'm gonna pass on that one. Yeah, I'm not gonna give out my address. No. So that's how you win the giveaway. So that is end for that. Yeah, I'll be paying for shipping. We'll be doing, it's me and Rare playing cards. So top 100 decks again. Yeah. So the way I'm going to do this every year is every November I'm going to do the top 5 month, going through the same top 5 videos, but the top 5s will change because I've got more playing cards and got more experience and things like that. And then every year on my birthday, I will do a top 100 decks. So that's how it'll work. Well, probably on my birthday next year. Something might happen. We might have to change it up. But at the moment, the plan is that. So if you guys want to win those, check those out. Yeah. I'm not going to do a live stream every day. I would, but my schedule is crazy. So the other thing that, yeah, giveaways are free. That's how that works. Yeah, today is my birthday. Me and David Murphy in the chat. So I turned 20 today and he turned 50. Yeah, so fun fact. Now the shelf, which I actually made, let me turn this a little bit. Make this a little bit easier on you guys to see it. So this is the shelf I made. Get rid of this stuff. This usually sits here. And yeah, so this is the mask part of the merch site. There's, let's see, like there's stickers and the whole thing. So we can put this up. This is one of the decks that you can win. This being one of the decks you can win. But the great thing about the Z deck is you're going to see this right here. Ready? See that? Thank you guys. Yeah, today is my birthday. Thank you guys. So for my birthday, I'm giving you guys free stuff. I'm not sure if that's normally how that's supposed to work, but it's alright. But you're going to hear a little click. So we're going to push up on this. And you guys be very quiet. Shh. Maybe not. What the heck? It's probably flipped upside down. Ah, the magnet was upside down. There we go. That's not helpful. You want to have the magnet right way. There we go. There we go. You hear that? It's pretty quiet. I don't know if you can hear it. But the thing is, if you put this here, what can happen is... Oh, crap. I need to have it farther over. There it is. I want to show you what's in there so badly. You can stick your hand in. You see that? You guys see that? You guys don't understand. That is the most exciting thing. And you're going to have to wait a little bit. So, that is how we will be unveiling Descendants playing cards. So I built this with my dad. Me and him actually built this. And yeah, so not showing it quite yet, but I really hope you guys are excited for what's about to be in there. So we're going to use my favorite deck to get my new favorite deck when it's ready. So a little couple updates on Descendants playing cards. We have officially finished the tuck box and the back design, and working on the court cards now. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yeah, so if you guys, again, follow Descendants playing cards, and if you want early updates on all of that stuff, you can check out the Patreon. So if you're on tier 3 on the Patreon or above, you get early updates. So you've already seen the back design and everything else. I look like Will from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's awesome. I will take that. It's 10:15 p.m. Oh boy. I look like Orlando Bloom. That's awesome. Oh, my roommate looks like Orlando Bloom, so I'm going to tell him that you guys said that. Yeah, it's 11:40 here. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the chat. I'll do a quick Q&A real quick. Yeah, why not? Let's do a quick Q&A. I might only be able to do this for a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, hit me some questions. Yeah, Michael's seen it. Yeah, Michael's seen the Descendants playing cards back design. It's legit. It's taken me 3 years to get to this point, but it's awesome. When did I start cardistry? Cardistry about a year ago or so. Yeah, probably about a year ago. Have you seen the Descendants movie? I have not. I've heard of it, I know of it, but that's it. What's the time there? 11:42 a.m. Happy birthday, man. See you, David. No problem, dude. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll look in the Descendants playing cards movie. I wish there was a Descendants playing cards, but I can work with just Descendants. Whoa. Nandon, why'd you get a new, what's the word? Account. I haven't seen you on here in forever. Have you been using this account to comment on other people's stuff? Right. Michael, be quiet. Those were fun? No, that makes sense. Nandan Parigi, he used to do a lot of sleight of hand tutorials. Recently got into like revealing other magicians, and pretty soon will be going into, I believe he said, teaching piano, like teaching how to play piano, which is kind of cool. The calculator trick is your favorite, but when people start looking up my tricks? I do have a calculator trick, which is really cool, but I have not taught it yet on the channel. So eventually I'll teach it. When did people start looking up? As soon as I started the channel. I live in the US. Oh, my favorite cardist? Oh boy, that is tough. I don't know. I wish I had my phone on me so I could pull it up. Silas Buck, maybe? Probably Silas Buck. Yeah, I'll stick with that. My favorite actor. Oh, ECAT's good. Oh, you were a piano teacher? That's dope. My favorite actor, I think it depends on the genre. I do not have any Nintendo cards. Yeah, that's cool that you're a piano teacher, though. I play the drums. I've been playing the drum kit full set for, we're in 2020? It'll be 8 years? Yeah. So I started Magic and drums the same month when I was 13. Favorite deck? We actually already went over this, but it's the Z deck by December Boys, and we're giving it away. So check out the description to see how you can win. Do I like the Verts deck? Yeah, it was my number 4, I believe. I've never been to Las Vegas, no. I don't ever plan on going. Tom Cruise, amazing. Chris Hemsworth, awesome. Tom Cruise and all of his movies, the fact that he does most of his own stunts is awesome. Chris Hemsworth is just a beast, and the mighty Thor. I mean, just, you can't really go wrong. You really can't go wrong with either of those guys. That's a good combo. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Chan does do his own stuff too. I'm gonna do this for the next like 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. But yeah, that's when I have the final. Because I'm doing this during finals week. Not smart. Yeah. What about the Magic Castle? What about it? You gotta be more specific. What's my favorite movie? Oh, my favorite movie. It might be La La Land. That's a good one. Any Marvel movie. I love action. I love hopeless romantic, like rom-coms. Anything that like you get some like Red, like where people are getting shot. That's awesome. Christian movies, those are great. Yeah. Comedies. Oh, love comedies. I've never been to the Magic Castle, no. Mission Impossible 5 Rogue Nation. Great movie. Favorite song to vibe on? I've never seen Game of Thrones, no. But favorite song to vibe on? At the moment, just about anything by Billie Eilish. Probably a vibe song. Oh, Pancakes for Dinner. That's a good one. Pancakes for Dinner is my vibe song right now. Pancakes for Dinner. Yeah. That's a good song. Yeah, come on. You guys gotta hit me something better than that. Come on now. There's nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding me back. Yeah, that's a good one. That's also a really fun song to drum to. Yeah, that's a fun one. How bad I must have missed yours. If I missed your question, put it back in the stream. Favorite card trick? It could be ACR. I love my ambitious card trick routine and card to mouth. It's really fun. Gets great reactions. I did a card trick that one of them is a fun routine that I created. Ended up teaching to MLT Magic Tricks, and we did a collab on it. So if you guys want to check that out, it's really fun. One of my, it's like the featured video on the channel. It's also right before my top 5s. So, yeah. You said you might be doing this full time. What streams of income? What streams of income do I rely on? There's quite a few. I try to do as many as possible because I want to be able to do this full time. So AdSense revenue, so I can't do that quite yet. Affiliate income, sponsorships, things like that. The first cardistry move that you learned. Technically, I think it was the worm. I'm kind of embarrassed, but it's okay. Favorite singer? Billie Eilish. Do you beatbox? Yes, I do. I do beatbox. Only for about a month or so. Yeah, been beatboxing for about a month or so. Yeah, when Jason checked in, that was fun. All right, see you, Michael. Sean Mendez, fantastic. I would do a stream every Friday, but yeah, I would lose my mind. After we stream, then yeah. What Magic's 51? What on earth does that even mean? What does that even mean, dude? Yeah, I do beatbox though. It's a lot of fun. I love having kind of more flashy skills and talents that I get to learn, and I always love to level up my game and things. I love to upgrade, so beatboxing is things that I can always learn more of. But the problem is with sleight of hand, I don't always have a deck of cards or a coin or rubber bands or something always on me. So I always have me on me. So learning to beatbox is something that I can always work on. So if I'm walking or I'm using the restroom or in the shower, I can't use cards, but I can beatbox. So I can always work on it. Most interesting challenge you've done? I don't really have a ton of really interesting ones I've done so far. I have a couple of them. But I do have some really fun ones planned. So, like one of them, I have a live stream planned where I'll do 1,000 card springs to see how long my hands can go. But at the same time, I'll be hula hooping. So I really hope I don't drop them. Did I ever play sports? I played basketball in high school. Yep. All 4 years. All right. See you, man. Thanks for the happy birthday. I just turned 20 today. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, dude. I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't seen you ask a question. Ask a question and I'll answer it. Yeah, Crazy Shuffler 007. If I see a question from you, I'll answer it. I have no problem with that. Also, Magic Trick is 51. I have no idea what after stream then yeah means. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You have a request? Sure, what's your request? Why did your first channel get terminated? That is a good one. So, I didn't realize what copyright was, and I broke copyright strikes, and in 3 strikes, I was out in 1 day. That sucked really bad. What are you doing after the stream is over? I have to go take a final for my theology class, and I have a lot of homework to do, because the last day of the semester is Tuesday. Any finals today? Just one. Hallelujah. Only have 1 final today, and it's not going to be that bad. Theology class is a class that I get a lot of. Yeah, theology class makes a lot of sense to me. I've been raised in the church. I've been a Christian all my life, so it just come more natural. Yeah. How tall are you? It looks like it changes in each video. Yeah, I'm not really surprised by that. I don't have a tripod currently. I have a small tripod that's just wrapped around a hat stand. So eventually, after Christmas, I'm getting a tripod, and then it'll stay consistent. But I am 5'10". Do you like my knock? Do you like knock collection? Yes, I love knocks. You should do a Q&A video. I have planned on that. I don't know if I'm going to do it here or on Instagram. But I'm definitely planning on doing a Q&A video. I might just get the questions from Instagram. So if people want to ask me questions, they just ask me in there, and then I'll answer them here. MNC community, what's up? A little bit late, but better late than never. Yeah, you missed the last 3 hours, but it's okay. I'm not going to judge. Holy crap, it's been 3 hours. Wow. What's the last deck that I bought? Oh gosh. I mean, it hasn't come in yet, but the Shield playing cards, they're on Kickstarter. I just turned 20 today. Any cards with wolf designs? No, I don't have a single one. Yeah, it's been a long 3 hours, but it's been a blast. Thanks. Yeah, I could definitely do this more. Yeah, there's been no problem with this. Finding time to do this would be a little bit more of an issue, but this has been a lot of fun. Y'all have been awesome. Oh my word, some of the dumb puns y'all have had have been hilarious. Yeah, you guys have had some really good questions though, for real. Come on, hit me with another one. You can't tell me this is the best you've got. You got 6 minutes, I've got time to talk. You guys know I've been talking for 3 hours. I've been talking for 3 hours. It's that moment when you realize that you're some people can just talk forever, me being one of those people, and then my roommate just like says like a sentence and then just like has to sit there. It's like, dude, come on now. Yeah, thank you. Dream Perfect. Hey, I like your name. That's dope. That is dope. Yeah. Do your friends like your facial hair? Yes. Before this, as you guys know, I used to have a baby face. So, yeah. If I got rid of this facial hair, I would look like I'm freaking 12. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was a fun live stream, dude. I'm taking off in about 5 minutes. Yeah, because I've got to get to work. This guy never stops working. I love to work, but working is a lot of work. Shocker, I know. Yeah, so for you guys who are still here, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to. It really does help out. Hit the 4 hours mark next. Oh, gosh. That will have to be another time. Although I do love doing this, I'm not hitting the 4 hour mark today. You look older without facial hair. That's crazy. I usually go to bed around midnight and then wake up around 8. Got to get my 8 hours of sleep, but I normally don't get 8 hours of sleep. Let's be real. I usually get about probably 6, because I'm usually up till about 2 o'clock, hanging out with friends, and then I go to sleep and wake up at 8. Yeah. Do you like to do late night premieres? Technically, late night premieres depends on the person and where you live. Because I am from the United States, so when this thing premiered, it was 8:30 in the morning. I had to get up really early. That's impressive. I did not have a full mustache at age 12. No, you weren't rude. You're good. Yeah, Card Shelfer, you're good. No stress. I don't get mad easily. Trust me. Like, if people start like, you suck, you're this. Like, I don't even get mad when people do that. I just block them. I'm not worried. Yeah, haters really don't... Like, I know a lot of people really get bothered by haters, but it just really doesn't do anything. Can I do water wheel? I haven't worked on water wheel. That's a good idea. I'll have to work on that, and then maybe just document my progress and do like a learn with me thing. Or, yeah, I could definitely do something like that. And just learn it really quick and teach you how to do it. I'm not going to just learn it quick and then teach you, because I want you guys to do it with... Who are you going to do a collab with next? I haven't decided yet. If you have an idea, let me know. But yeah, I haven't decided. I legit have a list on my phone of people I want to collab with. But I do not have a specific, like, this is the person I'm collabing with next. I believe it's in January is the next time I'm doing the You Decide Challenge, which is going to have another collab in it. Yeah, I totally get that. Haters just tend to be awesome. Like, they just keep on commenting. It's fantastic. I'm your favorite magician? That's awesome. How many months did it take to be a very good card magician? Depends on how much time you put in during those months. If you're putting in an hour a day, it's going to take a lot of months. If you're putting in 3 hours a day, it's going to take less. Putting in 5 minutes a week, you're never going to get there. So it really just depends on your work ethic and how much time you put in a day and a week, how much time you put in during that month. So if you're working 8 hours a day on sleight of hand, it's going to take you a lot less time than for me if I was only working an hour on it. Yeah. You can do your homework and watching this, that's dope. That is really awesome. Who's my favorite magician? David Blaine, no question. David Blaine is the best magician of all time, in my opinion. No question. David Blaine takes the cake. yeah. I got a shout out from my buddy Jack Sullivan. I don't actually remember you being on a stream here before, so that's kind of fun. You only do card magic. I've never seen you do anything else on the channel. It's good, perfect. Yeah. I on this channel only do card slights, cardistry, playing card reviews in that area. Yeah, but if I were to do something else, I'd just create another channel personally. This is gonna be a channel all around sleight of hand magic, cardistry, playing cards. I beatbox, I play the drums, I create pointillism pieces. I do have a lot of things, but yeah. It's hard to learn Japanese while watching this. Yeah, I'd bet so. I see the comments quick. I didn't realize that. That's good to know. But hopefully I didn't see yours too late. That would have been really funny if you commented that and then like an hour later I saw it. That would have been hilarious. I kind of wish that happened now. Alrighty, y'all. This is going to be my last thing. I truly don't know. If you practice 8 hours a day, because the problem is where you're wanting to get to is such a vague goal that you can't say like, mastering something just depends on perspective. There's no way to, because we're going to have a different definition of what mastering is. My version of mastery and your version of mastery are going to be different, so I wouldn't be able to, I don't know how to answer that one. All right, we're going to go with one last question, and then I am going to take off. What deck was fully marked by Knock? That, right here, we have the Midnight Knocks by Theory 11 and the Knock brand. That is the fully marked deck by Knock playing cards. Yep, there's no way to master it, but you can always do it better. Yeah. Yep, Midnight Knocks. Thanks, y'all. All right, it is time for me to head to my theology final. So I will catch you guys, what is today, Friday? I have a video dropping tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Dude, you don't need to apologize. You're all good. But, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. If you guys want to do another live stream, let me know. Seriously, this was a blast. So, for real, glad y'all were here. Yeah. Glad y'all were here. So, if you guys want to check out more things on the channel, I've literally put up like 250 videos in a matter of 2 years. So, seriously, subscribe and ring the bell. Smash the like button. Enter the giveaway. I'm like, it's free stuff. And I will catch you guys next time. This is Card Perfect. Signing off. How the heck do you end this thing? Anybody know? Aha! I found